buy it separately, and you're supporting the maker of Varus. So Varus is going to have their own sales portal for it, and it'll just work with our platform, which is really cool. So like creators in our community can make something, and you guys can support them. The orange and blue lines overnight. Orange is based on monthly options. Blue lines based on weekly options. That's it. The monthly is considered the stronger pivot for trading. It's also the stronger determinant on if it's a bull or bear market. Like when you're in the down, when you're below monthly hedge pressure, we say bear market. When you're below weekly, we don't say bear market. What's up, fam? What's up, Sir Darb? Here to watch the goat. All right. So initial thought plan out the door is small trades, always small when above DD band. Small. This itself is a pivot to see if we go higher. That puts us close to here. A little bit on half gap overshoot wherever it is. We are at yellow lines, so be careful because yellow line breaks always can sometimes crash the market too. It'd be very rare for us to break through this and go, but it'd also be pretty obvious if we do. I'm always hesitant here to chase along against strong resistance, but we should be all right. I think I'm going to buy the dip around here, and I'm going to wait and get it to trade back up to that. DD band is always along at the band when DD ratio greater than half. All right, guys, hit that like button. Get ready to go. We are about ready to get started here. I'm on a 2-month win streak. I'm on a win streak. I'm on a win streak. All right, resilience is negative. Might pull back a little bit further. I'm gonna wait. Negative resilience, not good for this opening drop. This will probably bounce back up here and tap this and maybe fade a little. The negative white number implies gap fill, or at least pull back to half gap. So I'm gonna wait for the bigger pullback. Not buying the half gap here. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Delta's real heavy. It feels heavy on the tick chart. But that's just the opening move. It's always feel heavy. Okay, we got liquidity pot. Good. Okay, cool. That's exactly what I want to see. No, pull back a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, great. So we've got all of this is bull pocket trade here through here. This is all support. S&P lost MHP. So be careful on this one because MHP, we actually closed below it, so it's not bad. MHP is resistance all the way down towards hedge pressure. So this could fall all the way down to here. Negative resilience could fall all the way down to there. Be careful it's not a day that falls, consolidates, and continues to fall, or else will touch in lower band. Let's let this pull back a little bit more before I engage in a small scalp long. And I'm not longing for breakout anymore. I'm just longing for scalps on the bounces at the pocket. How does this panning out? Oh, so guys, Nasdaq's monthly maps have cleared out some of that bear zone, and so is the S&P. Oh, bull market's back. Bull market's back. I knew it. Had a theory. So the bear zone is disintegrating. It's like an ice cube melting on the sidewalk. You see it? It used to be thick. It was a thick boy. So was this one. They're thinning out. So the markets, unless we get another event, greater bull market's back, but DD ratio less than half though. Boo. Boo. All right. Probably get, okay. So with this on the edge, it's close enough to half for me to not be too scared of it. Arbitrage is also negative. Not bull bias just yet from here. Let's let it pull back a little bit further. Just a little bit more. How many points? My scalps are usually about 40 points on NASDAQ, depending. Now, the volatility here in that first candle, about 70 points. We need to allow about 70, 80 points of overshoot. Means I need to pick a big, fat range right here to trade on. Might pull back today. What do I want to do? Do I want to take a short scalp? I hate doing this. We don't short above DD band. Yeah. Want to get a little lower. Random. I missed the entry though. I don't want to do any short scalps here today. I was waiting for it to go to here to do that. And sometimes you miss. Sometimes you miss it. That's all right. MHP tap with MHP resilience being negative. This can be some downside play. Technically speaking, one could short MHP right now. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, never mind. Actually, let me show you what it looks like with 3 micros. The idea being that MHP resistance with negative resilience is a potential bounce point from here. Although I don't like to short above DD band on NASDAQ, but this is a potential play. If we do break above here, I'm going to go. I'm not seriously doing this. I'm just demonstrating the potential of this trade. If we break through here and then keep going, then I'll be bullish on the bull zone, on the bear zone flip. Wait for new high of the day. Yeah. I was just demonstrating. Maybe it won't work. 10 points over. Whatever, didn't work. All right, guys. My Fun and Futures sale is live right now. Exclusive to prop score only. Rapid accounts with My Fun and Futures are 50% off code score. First time users of My Fun and Futures. It is the highest ranked account on prop score. It is the GOAT of GOAT accounts, and everyone else 40% off. You can buy one with the code. Exclusive deal just here, just this morning. Feel free to grab one. Let me tell you a little bit more about the rapid plan. It's a 2-day pass, same-day payout. You can have up to 5 accounts. No consistency, no DLL unfunded. And you can make 10K a day at 90% split times 5. So 50K a day after the split. So 45K per day. Exclusive here only. $50% off new users, 40% off everyone else. They usually only do a 20% off sale, but we convinced them to give us a exclusive deal for Rapids for more than that today. You don't have any first time users on stream? Yeah, that also may be something we don't have. All right, so maybe what I'll do is I will take the bear zone break to the upside today. Let's jump in every single time to the long side. Is this a funded or is this an eval? Okay, this is funded. Let's grab it with 1 mini on the bear zone break. Like I said, I'm just going to try to do the MHP reject, but it didn't work. I'm going to trade from pocket to pocket top. And that NASDAQ, wish I would have grabbed that long at the bottom. That would have been so clean. Let her rip. Just this one. I'm not trading any of the other accounts. Just this one. Oh, that was juice in NASDAQ. Yeah, I was like, let me do with micros. No, that didn't work. Well, negative resilience though is usually a chance to do that. That was just a scalp back down to a lower low. But here, let's write it up to pocket. MHP support is good for the bull side. DD ratio is greater than half. Monthly maps back to being bullish. Nothing's really bad today. This is going to transition into a pretty sizable, probably up day. When Nasdaq does this, it usually flies, and I'm talking like flies. Let's see. You be careful today. We won't get any kind of Iran news. Kind of shock the market up a little bit. Varus at the top band. Is that what you guys are saying? I do like the fact that monthly maps have cleared up a little bit. That you can't go wrong with. Come on, EST, baby. Bear zone, bull zone. Let's pop it. One of my favorite setups from here to here. Nasdaq's going to experience a little bit of resistance here, though. All right. Hopefully hold the MHP. Flash sale. My Fund of Futures, everybody. Flash sale. Score code flash sale. Only here. Only us. My Fund of Futures Rapid. Let me add to it there. 50% off. Code SCORE. First time users. One use only. 40% off everybody else. Normally it's 20, but it's 40 and 50 if it's your first time. Rapid is the top ranked account in prop score. It is 2 days to pass, 1 day to pay out, 10K payout on day 3. Straight up. 90% split. No consistency, no deal unfunded. The goat of goats. TBT and My Fund of Futures are at the top for a reason. We have an exclusive sale only here. All right, now we see if this goes up. For all account sizes on Rapid, yeah, all account sizes. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Don't crash out on me today. Come on, baby. Hit that pocket. Hit that pocket. Liquidity pockets are golden. Not working for 100Ks and 50Ks. Hold on. Let me look up on it. It's only 15 and 50K. Only 25 and only 50K. Okay. It's only, yeah, it's 25 and 50K, sorry. 25 and 50K here. Let me type it up. 130. %50 off. $25K and $50K. All right. Let's run it up the pocket. Let's get it. Let's get her done. The discount is valid until 1:30 Eastern, so just for half a day. Now this, I can only make 2K today. I don't want to make too much on this account. So let's get up to the pocket and let's close out. Let's take the profit. That was so fucking easy. There's my 2K. Done. Done. I only make 2K per day. Good stuff. Oh, that was simple. Did you guys have fun with that one? Sometimes you don't need to do too much. What was my biggest trade in life or today? On the stream, I've had multiple days where that you guys have seen, even in the last challenge I did, there were like $200,000, $300,000 of move. The pocket method, liquidity pocket. When DD ratio is greater than half, we trade from bear zone top to bull zone bottom. Here to here every single time. Nice and beautiful, nice and beautiful. So pocket to pocket. Now the next setup I look for, let it play around here. Volatility's still there, but we might actually get through it. It's for 25K and 50K only, by the way. 25K and 50K only for the flash sale. If it does break through here, I don't chase on the break. I wait and let it pull back. Like wait at least, you know, 10, 20 minutes. Don't just the first couple of candles. If it breaks, give it some time, let it pull back. Test bull zone, trade number 2 on a bull zone, break and reclaim, break and retest. If it drops back to bull zone, bear zone when I enter, every single time. Yes, sir. Every single time. We play a song cut every single time, every single time, every single time, every single time. Every single time. All right, so this is the next one I'm going to do. So this one's done for the day. Let's move this to the side. This bad boy's up next. You want to see? Wait, you can see Matt doing yoga? You guys know I'm like a professional yogi, right? Y'all want to see me do some yoga? Hold on, let me see if I can see something. Y'all want to see me do some crazy arm stand balances? Y'all want me to show? You want me to show off? Somebody said I want to see Matt doing some yoga. All right, we can play some micros here. Wait. Oh, it's 1500. Hold on. Did I already set a limit on this one? Hold on. Oh, this one is maxed out. Hold on. Let's get one that's not maxed out then. Okay, this one. All right. MES. Good long scalp. Hold on. I can't do yoga yet. Hold on. Let's get a good long scalp here. Let me let it simmer down a little bit. I could put a micro on it, maybe two. I like to trade the pocket every time. And if it fails, it fails. I just inch forward a little bit at a time. If we lose, now here's the thing. We open below MHP. Here are the stats on that. 70 with the confluence, 90% of the time. The day will close below MHP 90% of the time. So the idea is it kind of wants to get there, especially with negative resilience, and we open below it. I'm going to trade this very, very, very lightly. I'll take the pocket trade every single time, but I'm going to trade micros because I'm just a smidge away from it dropping through it. So be careful here. Negative resilience on NASDAQ could also sell things down a little bit. Trade my real account? When a market's irrational like this, I'm not a big fan of trading my real account. I like to have steady, solid pivots before I engage in the real account. This is more like not as steady. Like we're way outside of DD band. I don't want to risk it. Don't forget, guys, 50% off my funded futures rapid. Lasts until 1:30 today, so just a half day sale. Exclusive here only at Score. Second trade, second trade, second trade. Every single time I take it. But it's only light. Not putting too much into it. I never like to go against our... I know, right? We'll take the trade one more time to the upper bull zone. Pocket it. That's 2 wins in a row. I know I just grabbed some micros, but you know the drill. Let's be technically correct. All right, 2 times in a row. Do this all day. In and out, in and out, in and out. Pretty simple. In and out. Just scalps only. You guys enjoying it? Yeah, your friends might have told you, man, these guys do something different over there. Not the usual. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got something going on here. I make that trade every single time, man. Every single time. Is Funded Family legit? Yeah, Funded Futures Family is good. We've got to code with those guys too. Where's your Smeg toast? No toast today. Ordered pizza yesterday. What makes market irrational right now? Irrational is not necessarily a bad thing. It just means it's going to be a little unstable and kind of harder to manage trades. Anytime you break through monthly hedge pressure or you're outside of DD bands, market's always irrational. So here it can irrationally squeeze to the upside. Like, don't get caught in a bag holding situation here if you're trying to short this. Like, originally I was like, let me put a little small couple micros on the MHP just in case it nose dives with the negative resiliences, and it didn't. Then I flipped long and then got the long trade twice. Pretty simple. Above DD band, it's fairly bullish and irrational on Nasdaq side. It doesn't mean it's going to it's just gonna be harder to predict. Sensitive, choppy, irrationally exuberant. There you go. There you go. Where did I learn to trade? I am self-taught. I've been live streaming for a decade. I've been trading for 16 years. Buried by, just like everything else I've done in life, I'm pretty self-taught with most everything. Self-taught programming, self-taught mathematics. I tend to like bury my head in stuff and figure it out. The School of Hard Knocks. There you go. Do we have FOMC today? Not today. Didn't we have the minutes yesterday? That was yesterday, right? Oh, we don't have. There's really no news this week. This is kind of a light news week. It's bull market today, baby. You can feel that bull pressure. Nothing. Yeah, nothing today. Nothing tomorrow. Wait, hold on. Wait. That's the wrong day. Should be nothing today. Nothing. Yeah. Oh, we should have SpaceX liquidity map today. Hold on. No, it doesn't. I told me. Again. Every single time. So no SpaceX liquidity map today, but it is in resilience though. But not MHP resilience apparently. What are my thoughts on Bookmap? If you need order flow software, it's good. If you need that, I think it's useful if that's something you need. I've never needed it. It helps you determine how the order flow is shifting around. Then you can see in real time where that flow is going. I never really needed it, but it doesn't mean it's not a useful tool. I'm just such an old school trader. It helps automate a lot of that, like feeling that you need to understand, like feel the market flow. I can start a tick chart and feel the flow. Feel that flow surge through me. My Fund and Futures code is SCORE for 50% off your first rapid. It's the GOAT account. The GOAT of GOAT accounts. Man, my Mr. Bean sticker is starting to peel off my bottle here. I need to order some more Mr. Bean stickers. Hold on. Important stuff. So here on a bull side break, what you do is wait, and I mean wait. Wait for it to do, like, I don't chase it. I don't use this as a chase. I even miss out if it keeps going. What I do is I wait for it to have the quote unquote breakout, and then I wait for it to retest, and then I re-engage a second time. A lot of times playing right in here can be a fake out and it pulls back. So I always give it a little bit more time. All right. Let's see if I can find some Mr. Bean stickers. I'm serious. I need one for my car. But only Mr. Bean. I mean, need one for my not my car, my bottle here. Whoa. Look what I found on Amazon. Hold on. I didn't think I was actually gonna find a Mr. Bean sticker, but I did find this for your car. If you'd like to really just like, you know, troll people while you're driving by. yeah. That'd be kind of awesome. Burn. I definitely want one of those. That'd be the best $15 ever spent. I'm gonna put it in the but it's only facing one. I wonder if I can if you can flip it both directions. I'd like to put it on the side of the new Rari when I get it, just right there on the side. That'd be very awesome. Just as I'm cruising by. Or maybe I can put it on my side. Let's be careful on this. Remember, we don't long at Bull Zone at the tap. Bull Zone, you let it break and then you let it return and then you let it go. Give it 30 minutes. Give it some time. We're gonna wait. I'm 2 for 2 today, which is good. Or actually, 2 for 3. The original micro trade I was demonstrating went under, and then this one went up. So I did lose that one little trade there. I forgot about that already. You can't just order. Nobody just has a set of Mr. Bean stickers. Maybe I should just like glue this to the bottle. It's the best one ever. I got this in an escape room. When I beat the escape room, they were like, reach into the box and grab yourself a prize. It was full of like little kid toys and, you know, like, and stickers. I was like, oh, I'll just grab myself a Mr. Bean sticker. It looks good. All right, I'll take one of those. But it was an assortment. It wasn't like it was only Mr. Bean stickers. I found it in the mix. So I guess it's not going to exist. But I do have some Beavis and Butthead stickers. That'd be cool. I could put these on my water bottle. $12 sticker pack. Hey, Beavis. Dude, did they make new episodes of Beavis and Butthead recently? I think I saw that on, did they make a new season recently? There's new season, right? Fire. Right? I swear to God, I see it. It popped up. They made new seasons, right? Recently, last couple years. I haven't seen them though. Like 3 new seasons. Did I see the SNL skit? Oh, with Ryan Gosling as Beavis. That was fire, dude. That was good. They had the 2 guys. Have y'all seen that skit on Saturday Night Live? Oh, dude, it's way too funny. I'd play it, but I might get a copyright strike. So it was like this serious like interview, but there was a guy in the audience that looked just like Beavis. And then it panned to another guy that looked just like Butthead. And the whole joke was like, you guys don't know each other. They're like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Oh yeah, so Google SNL Beavis and Butthead skits. Probably one of the funniest skits I ever made. Hands down. So good. Oh, the old, like Liquid Television in the old days? Oh, with like Beavis and Butthead and Aeon Flux and what were some of the other ones they had? Liquid Television. Dude, my parents didn't have cable. And they didn't know what Beavis and Butthead was, but I was afraid they wouldn't let me watch it. My grandparents had cable. So we'd spend the weekend at my grandparents all the time. And all I would do is sit there and just play Beavis and Butthead. My lovely grandparents just thought we were watching cartoons. They didn't know what was going on. You kids having a good time watching cartoons? Yes, ma'am. Frog baseball. The Max. Oh, dude. The head guy. The guy with the thing in his head. Whoa. I remember that show. The Max, and they had the other guy, the head. Yeah, that one. The Max was like the superhero guy thing. What was the guy with the thing in his head? Like the alien thing or whatever. Dude. That's like taking me back. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't think we did some downside today. The market looks like it's floating up. What's Nvidia doing? Nvidia's selling off a little. Arbitrage is negative. Apple's chilling, bull up. Meta's chilling. Microsoft bearish. Okay, so some of the big tech still maintaining that bearish structure. But usually when you break through a yellow line like this and support and consolidate higher is usually pretty strong and bullish. So I would be completely dumbfounded and blown away if this did sell off. Usually this holds. Despite confluences not looking super strong. Usually this is a hold, and it could be a hold to there, but we're still not in the clear when it comes to volatility yet. But that monthly map certainly cleared up, didn't it? It looked kind of tidy. VIX is still above contango midpoint, which means the minute somebody says the word Iran, this market just dies for a hot minute. That Nasdaq hourly candle
dobra,
is huge.
dobra, e ainda vem com tecladinho.
Vira computador.
This, but this is solid. I mean, that's what last night I was longing for something like this to happen. We'll see how today pans out. I don't think we get downside, but it might not be super tradable to the upside. You might have to just kind of put some money in it and cross your fingers. Just hope it keeps going. But we're gonna wait. Like I said, I grabbed liquidity pocket twice, and sometimes that's all you need, right? How's Matt doing this morning? Matt's doing fine this morning, like Matt always does. What's up, bro? Hey, Paul, what's up, man? What's up? Can I relay the risk interval numbers, please? Yeah, you go to rocketplace.mat, and then you buy the platform. You can have them. But I'll give them to you today for free. 68.75 S&P. 266.50 for NASDAQ. NASDAQ. How's Brad doing this morning? He was up so late last night, and I let him out of his cage to go on a road trip. So he's doing good. They're doing something. I don't know. They went somewhere. Hey, your name's Green Silence. You are a member now. Hey, there you go. There you go. I got another payout last night from Blue Sky, or a payout request last night from Blue Sky. I'll let y'all know how it goes. That'll total over 10,000 with these guys. Oh, well, the launches I can take a payout every day, I guess. So I can request another payout today. Do you guys know it's my first time trading Blue Sky launch? The $3,000 per account every 7 days, is that just for Orbit, or is that across the board with all their accounts? That's my question. Y'all know the answer to that? LP again. EST every single time. Let's throw one micro. Oops, I got in pretty late on this one. That's a horrible fill. Look at me being that's so sloppy. Let's not do that. We're longing for the Bears. Yeah. Sometimes I hate when I do this. I keep the charts are like this, and I think I'm close enough to it, but I'm not looking at the actual numbers. That was like 5 points away. That's noobish. I closed that micro out. I mean, be careful today. With negative resilience, it can try to fill the gap. Be careful. Conditions I hate, and I hate long against ARB. I feel like I'm overstretching. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I know I should take it every single time, but arbitrage has been relatively negative this entire time, and so have your resiliences. It doesn't mean the market's going to sell off, but I'm losing confidence that they're not getting stronger even though we're popping up to higher highs. So let me choose not to take it. And chill. 7-day rotation. Is it in all the accounts? Like 7 days total per account? Also including launches, right? I don't work with limit orders. I don't use limit orders now. The reason, because the Nasdaq and S&P are so liquid, I just made a mistake there. Speed is more important than accuracy for the most part. I'll lose a tick or two filling to get in where I want to get in. But the thing is, I'm usually longing on a red candle anyways. So usually when I fire a market order, the ask already drops anyways into my order. So it's like a limit order anyways. I don't long into green, which punishes you for doing that. I long into red and I short off of green. Like right now would be like, okay, let me take it with a micro. Now that it's red, I got filled exactly at my target. I should do it. For some reason, I feel a little nervous today. Do y'all feel nervous? I feel nervous about this one. For some reason, ARB never got positive on this breakout. I'm very nervous. Y'all feel nervous? I feel nervous, guys. This can fade all the way down. You think it's going to crash today? I don't know. Every single time I should long this. But sometimes when irrational and outside DD bands, I can consciously choose not to do anything. Feel sketchy? Does it feel sketchy to you guys? You seem a little off your game. Wait, today? Longing in the middle there? I don't want to be sloppy. I closed out, which is kind of a good thing I did that. I'm up today. I'm green across the board, baby. Full port long apple. Let's go. Yellow line, reject, resist. Be careful here. Losing this can accelerate a nasty fall back down the band, if not the lower pocket. So be very careful today, guys. If it's got a weird feeling, we hit MHP again. This is a long setup from here. It doesn't have the strong confluences you'd like for a good long setup, but it is a long setup nonetheless. Downside whoosh fan. All right, you guys dare me? You dare me to put on the whoosh? You want me to put on a whoosh shower? The opposite of a whoosh fan. Whoosh showers hang from the ceiling. Time to clean off this market. It feels weird. I'm gonna stay out of this one. You know what I'm saying, guys. Let's let it come down. Let's let this guy come down today. My Fun and Futures flash sale today. Rapid accounts. Type in the word flash. Let's give away like, I don't know, 8 of these things. 50K rapids, 25K rapids are 50% off your first time use if you've never used MyFunded before, or 40% off if you have one-time use only, exclusive here with code SCORE only on our code. And this right here is the top ranked account on Prop Score. Kind of feels crashy crash here, guys. It might fall back and test the open. I don't know. The rapid account is a 2-day to pass, 1 day to payout, 10K payout per account, up to 5 accounts total at 90% split. So that's $45,000 you can make on day 3 once you start, including eval. There's no DLL and no consistency on funded. It is the best you can see. It's like across the board. 10.0, 9.2, 9.3, 9.0. I mean, like the score is off the charts. It literally sets the curve for the entirety of all the prop accounts in the space. It's so much better than everything else by an infinite degree. Exclusive sale only offered to us because we're the biggest and best. You guys know it. They all want to be like us out there. But nobody loves us as much as these firms love us. No, I'm just kidding. But it's pretty cool they offered us this flash sale for you guys. My Fun and Futures experience to live is my second favorite experience. My first one was TPT, which is exactly the same account. TPT Pro, My Fun and Futures Rapid is the same exact account. That's my 1 and 2. My 2 favorite experiences in props. So normally the Rapids are 20% off if they do a sale with anybody. So they did 50% off for first timers, 40% off. I promise you're not going to hate the account. You're going to have a good time with it. As far as props go, it's pretty good. So I just popped a short on that yellow line retest right there, just to scalp it short in my big account. Closed out, made 13,000 on that short just now, or actually 9,000 to add to the 4 that I had. So my challenge account is now in 3 days from 100 to 130. God, I'm so fucking good at this. I'm so good at this. God. Took that just quick short right there for 100 points. Woo! Woo! Let's play the song again. I could hold for more, but again, in a bull market, I only short scalp. Can I be more transparent when I did that? I thought I said it. You know, can I be honest with you guys? Can I be real with y'all? I don't take my ADHD meds anymore. I'm pretty bad at multitask. I mean, I forgot Christopher Reeve's name earlier. It kind of sucks once you start getting older. Type in flash, guys. I swear I said it. Did I not say it? My bad. My bad, y'all. So, you know, I used to be, okay, again, just a short scalp. I used to be a, I used to wake up, slam my coffee, take my Adderall, drink an energy drink. And since I went fully drug-free in my life, like literally drug-free for the last year, because I had a health scare, right? I was hospitalized a couple times, high blood pressure. They thought I was gonna stroke out. The doctor was like, you need to cut everything out of your diet, or anything out this bad. So all I do is I sip on a little bit of coffee now, but I used to wake up, I would take Adderall and drink coffee and slam an energy drink and sip coffee all morning. I was a complete crackhead when it came to that stuff. Like, just, guys, I'm trading today. Like, I was a complete, like, tweaking out, you know, like, terrible. I'm surprised I didn't have a stroke. Anyways. But so I'm on, no, Brian, I'm on my BP meds. Actually, I forgot to take them. They got me on the, Losartan BP meds. I just had a bad feeling not to take the long, and I think that was really smart of us today to avoid it. Well done, everybody that said it felt fishy. We felt like it felt fishy, right? We stepped aside. Sorry, let me update you guys on my P&L. But anyways, what the point I'm saying is I went completely drug-free. I'm talking like no more microdosing, no more Molly. We go to the club, which used to be my favorite thing to do. No, I don't even do THC gummies anymore. I'm completely like clean. I'll drink a little bit. No, I don't even do THC gummies. Sorry, let me update you guys on my P&L. But anyways, what the point I'm saying is I went completely drug-free. I'm talking like no more microdosing, no more Molly. We go to the club, which used to be my favorite thing. So I forget things easily. I'm multitasking with prop score, with rock score, with everything. Sometimes I think I do something and I don't do it. So that was the whole point of that story. Is I started to realize lately in my life. And plus, you know, you turn 44. I was like, what's his name? And somebody's like, Christopher Reeve. I'm like, yeah, Christopher Reeve. I wouldn't have forgotten that 10 years ago. So anyways, I swear I thought I said hopping in a short right now, but maybe in my head I did. Anytime you lose the yellow line and retest, I usually always slam a short very quickly on that one. So this is actually a pretty decent day today. I only had that one little tiny micro loss here. And then when I jumped in on the micro, I got a bad feeling I jumped out of the way. This was beautiful execution. Using my, again, when you have that breakup and it continues to go and you don't have that confluence with arbitrage, I'm usually scared to engage further in a long. I got one pocket, two pocket. Now this could have just been a regular loss, but I used my spidey senses to get out of the way early, which was kind of nice. And then it fell. So from here, is there a long play? Well, when ARB goes positive, it can be a possible long setup from any of these pockets here. So keep a lookout on that one. If we fall below DD band with any kind of velocity, it's going to fall to the lower band more often than it doesn't. So don't get killed today, guys. I need some more bear market. I need some more bear market songs. All right, this one's all crash and burn. Okay, we got two flash, two My Fun and Futures Rapids giveaway. Rapid 25K and 50K are 50% off today with code SCORE. Only here, nobody else gets it. We're the favorite. You enjoy being in the Discord and learning from the other traders new to trading, and cannot afford full Rockstar platform yet. So your question is, can I get the full Discord for $20 bootcamp? $20 bootcamp gives you access to the Discord, I thought. I think it gives you access to the full Discord. I hide the winner's name? Oh shit, my bad. Thank you. Elise. See, I'm telling you guys are gonna remind me of stuff. I'm losing my brain. I know I joke about this now, but in freaking 10 years, I'm gonna have to have somebody behind me with like cue cards to help me remember where I am. Yeah, let's not make dementia jokes. I'm gonna knock on wood. Where am I? Matt, you're streaming. Who are you? How did you get in here? I'm having to learn how to function for the first time in my life drug-free. And I say drug-free, like Adderall-free. When I got on that in college, in my 40s, I'm finally completely off of stimulated medication. So having to function and run prop score, run rocket scooter, run the dozens of things I'm doing outside of that, and multitask, it's quite a challenge. I tend to become more forgetful. If I didn't have my amazing team at prop score, I wouldn't be able to function. These guys have to like spoon feed me what to say, what to do every morning. Because I used to be really on fire. Cash craft your channel. Leaves futures. Man, another winning day, huh? God, it must be lucky. You know, I don't know, man. Actually, let's do 4. Let's kick off with a bang. Let's do 4 really quick. These are for 50K Rapids, the GOAT of GOATs. The best account, period, in props because it's so quick and it's so easy. Moderately priced, and the payout is big. That's what makes it the GOAT. Oops, no, wrong person. Oops. You also can't multitask. I used to be so much better multitasking. Okay, so here, this is the EST long on NASDAQ for the scalp through the same pocket. I'm not taking it because I fell quicker than I thought. But you see how even liquidity pocket, boom, boom, still in the same market plunge out there, still a scalp there. How many people scalp liquidity pocket on the way down there? This song is called Dip to Rip. Caltech Slip. Cat active, isn't it? If it's 200 something points lower, let's measure it real quick. Hold on. Got to spin that thing a little bit faster. Hold on. From the top here, about 200. What's it? 233. Yeah, it's probably cat active line somewhere in there. Yeah. Yo, I just got first look. Our merch guy just got back to us with some initial designs. Let's see if I can show y'all some concepts of this. Hold on. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I'll leak it. We got some concepts here. Oh, do you think we keep pumping this? All right, hold on. Check this out, guys. Merch shop coming soon. Merch shop coming soon. This is the Rock Scooter side, and we'll have a prop score merch shop as well. So far from the print company, they've got us like hats and stuff, and that's like a first sort of go at that. Caltech, Scotch Crafter, Elise, and one more for now. One more for now. I'm telling you guys, I'm not gonna lie, it was a huge adjustment to get off of Adderall. It really was. But I can tell you, I've never felt healthier my entire life. And I'm on this like huge health kick. What the heck? Oops, my song thing just crashed. I never felt healthier in my life. Oh, come on, come on, come on. But I also am more forgetful, and I should be a little bit better. The heart's all down, dude. When they discovered the funny thing was ADHD wasn't something that was diagnosed to kids. But I had a very severe case in high school and stuff. And then college, when I was like dangerously close to flunking out of college, my very first year. Because it's the first time I ever had to study in my entire life, apart from when I was like 5 or 6 years old, studying for tests or whatever. When I was a kid, I was studying and learning algebra and calculus in elementary school, like quickly. And I never studied again. I got to college, didn't know how to study. I didn't have the patience for it. I didn't want to do it. And doctor was like, test me, and he's like, you've got ADHD. And I'm like, what's that? He's like, just take these medicine. That'll make you feel better. And I took the medicine, and I'm like, and then I graduated like third in my class. I was like, all right, now I'm focused. So I didn't realize that I lived my whole life with undiagnosed ADHD until I was in college. But yeah, that shit'll fuck you up. Because I ate Count Chocula growing up. Is that what fucked up my genetics, eating that chocolate cereal? All right. So you guys, even on the sell-off, I don't know, how many people here took that pocket trade on NASDAQ? Even when it's crashing out, it's still liquid enough to bounce. Y'all see that? And I'm missing all kind of trades right now because I'm chatting with you guys, and that does happen. But had I been watching, I might have built in my original setup I told y'all this morning was to trade into this little pocket here. Y'all grab the pocket. Y'all got it? As long as you guys got it, then that's good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Huh. We're the best to ever do it in this community. I'm telling you. I don't know why some people watch those doofuses out there that stream, those other guys. They ain't winning shit. They're burning props. It just, doesn't it feel like something we have is kind of magical in a way? Giveaway's over for now. Chill, the 4 winners. I need y'all to do me a favor. Make a prop score account, A. B, go to prop score Discord, and then go to the Claim Your Win channel, and that's it. And I feel like something we have is kind of magic, right? It feels that way. The whole every single time philosophy of liquidity pocket is something that's been really nice. Like here's EST on S&P, right? Let's just grab some micro trades on the EST. Even though I'm late to the freaking trade, Why not? Let me get 2 micros here, 3 more micros here on the dip, and I'll play it, lose MHP, I'll stop. Let me just show you the trade again. 2 micros here, 3 micros here, stop 10 points under. I'll buy the same pocket that I did earlier. Same shit, different day. I know I missed the other ones doing the giveaway. Talking about my ADHD while being ADHD at the same time. It's a curse and a blessing. I love this song. By far, Bradley, my friend, it's the best song you've written of all of them. This song needs to be in movies, man. And if I'm wrong on this one, I'll be wrong very, 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 very small. If you're over or under the consistency by less than $1, will that count against you? Some firms, yes. Some firms, no. It depends on firm to firm. Some firm, you got to be exact on the money. Some firms give you a couple % leeway. It just depends on who you're trading with. So 2 at the pocket, 3 on the dip, 10 points under. I'm done, which is going to be 20 points on 2, which is just what, 200 bucks. See, 20 points on 10 would be 1,000. So 200 under, 150 under with 3. So I'll be under 3. Like this trade, I'll lose 350 if I'm wrong. So the whole time I'm trading, I'm always knowledgeable of how much I can lose. So if I buy 2, buy 3 more, stop at 10, I'll lose 350. Now the candles are just about 10 points each. Maybe if I give myself a little bit more volatility, maybe 15 of overshoot. Let's give ourselves 15 overshoot instead of 10. So that'll be about 400 something loss. I'll still be green for the day if I'm wrong. Let's stop at 38. Well, actually, resilience is positive. Let's hold through 38. Let's allow it to bounce. Let's go to here.
What margin
let's
do you
go all
have?
the way down to 34. Let me give myself a full 15 point drop. Actually, 33. Because I don't want to stop here at half gap if it does bounce. Yeah. And let me take the 3 and then buy 3 at the overshoot instead.
For 1 mini.
Let's reformulate this trade now that res is positive. Let me let it overshoot a little bit.
Going through Ninja Trader clearing.
I'll do the 3 more. Go down a little bit more. A little bit more.
All right, well, that value area high just rejected the 44. Shit out of 780. Nah, yeah, okay.
Okay. Let's add the 5 there.
Short would have been nice there, but
5 micros. I'll stop at 34. If you want help while you're trading, did you know you can go to the settings on your DOM here and show your estimated P&L on the DOM? And it will show you about where you're going to stop, what you're going to lose. If you can't do the math quickly in your head,
you had 33 points.
If I stop at 34, see I'm down 380 bucks when I said earlier about 350.
God. That's fucking crazy.
So I'll still be green if I'm wrong.
That's just how good we are
for the day.
That is asking for auto liquidation.
That's asking for massive profits.
That song is so good.
We send
Matt,
it.
thank you. I just passed live on Phidias. Wait, why are you deleting that person's message? Oh, you're just deleting the repeats. Okay, it's okay if they spam the same message to me because they're celebrating or they want to know.
Actually, this is already last.
Oh, that's cool. Never mind, Kevin. You just deleted 2 of the 4. Okay, that's fine. Matt, thank you. I just passed live on Phidias.
If you
I
stop
can take my first $800 withdrawal. First withdrawal ever.
Yeah.
Daniel Jesus Cruz Ortiz.
All right, it's
Dude,
over.
I
I'm
love
done.
hearing it. I love first payout ever is like music to my ears, man. I love it.
23 points.
So many stories like that here, man.
That's facts, those epic. You know it, brother. You know it. Fear is a mind killer.
Okay, let's take it. This is an overshoot on POC with MHP resistance. Now, again, I'm not trading it super hard because, again, the confluences are negative, and this does say resistance. That's why I'm trading it light. Okay, so I got my initial 2. Now, technically speaking, I would trim out the 3 I just dove in.
What are you trading? The NASDAQ.
Let's just teach you a little cost basis management. I bought 2. I bought 3 more. Let's close out those 3 and get my initial 2, and I move my cost basis down to 46. Y'all see that? So here's the trick. I call this rolling. I do this all the time. If I pick a cluster of pivots like I did here, and I bought 2, and I bought 3 more, my choice was the long 2 from here.
Oh, we did hit the like goal.
So when I add to it and return to there, I better get back to my original position.
So chat,
I don't
if you
buy
wanna
2,
participate
then
in this
buy
giveaway,
3,
all
then
you
hold
gotta
5
do
the whole way up.
is
That's not what it works.
hit
That's
the
not the
like
point of
button,
that is. I have a
subscribe
cost
to the
basis
channel,
here
and
of
once
my
the
first
spot
2.
gives you
I bought
the
3 more. I
keyword,
closed
you're
those
gonna type
3
that
out.
keyword in the chat, but only do it once. If you
2
type it more than
contracts
once,
broke
you will
out
get
even.
disqualified,
1
which we would
contract
not
took
want
a
for you.
profit, and then I shifted my cost basis of my original
Here
2
it
Here
from
it is.
here
No risk, no
to
Rari.
here. Professional trading
All right, good luck, everybody.
position management technique, rolling your cost basis lower. And what that point
Dude,
of
I
that
need to figure out
does
how to
is it
turn off
allows,
this
if I
auto-translate
chose
that YouTube
2
does
to
for
take
me,
2 risk here,
It
to
shows
move,
me this weird like
then because
symbol,
it dips and
then
comes
hover
back,
over it,
why
shows
would I
the
be in
translation.
5? My original
Yeah, it
choice
shows
was
Right now it's
2.
showing me that it's
So when I
no
get back to the
risk
same
now.
spot, it better be 2.
No risk
That's
now.
the risk.
Yeah.
That's the position
risk now.
management tricks.
Yeah, it's telling
you're
you to stop
actually
trading your live
deciding
account.
on how much to trade.
No
Yeah,
risk
I'm
now.
actually-
It doesn't make sense if I bought 2
Although I
and
do
then
need
it
to-
fell. That's going against me, and I got 5, and then I'm here and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, whatever.
how-
Let me
how do
be
you
in
warp
5.
this kind of shit?
It already showed it's trying to move against you.
method.
Don't have any more risk
What,
at
to
the
do
same
what?
pivot. Never.
It's a LARP. Oh wait, I'll change my bio. That's it.
Well, you just gotta do it in percent. How much did you make? 6,900.
What is that?
Yeah.
Okay, and you started with 5.
Yeah.
What?
So
you're like
that
holding it
means
like Indiana
you made,
Jones, freaking in the Temple of Doom.
138%
Oh,
on your account today. That's if you try to LARP and sell a course, then you gotta put the.
is this song on
percentage in there.
Suno? I don't know.
Way
If
more
Brad put the
impressive.
I'm Still
Okay.
Here song on
Money.
Suno.
Okay.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
creamy
percentage
today.
is cool. Percentage is
Because
cool.
everybody
Frothy.
thinks it's cool and thinks they can spend percentage.
It's good. What's in it?
That's smart.
Look at this. Look how frothy it is. It's lovely. It's like a good texture.
I also see people making like, it's actually, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. These people make like
the froth.
dashboards, like fake
Tastes like a
dashboards
milkshake.
with Claude that make it look like the
That's good.
trades are being automated. I see it all the time on my Instagram, and
So dumb.
maybe I
Love you,
just need
babe.
to
Thank
do
you.
that. Fuck the traders. Fuck the
Look at this. We
gurus.
made money.
If
We're
you're
not
going
broke
eval to
anymore.
eval, open Claude, build a model, DM me for my model. Oh my, dude, you guys are
Dude.
You
they're
ordered
so
batteries for
bad.
the
They're
Dyson?
so bad.
I ordered batteries for my
Oh my gosh. they're
my
so
my
bad.
UPS.
I'm gonna do it.
This one's dead.
Don't.
Oh. My UPS is dead,
Donuts.
so I need to get the batteries.
I'm gonna
They
build a
only
fake
last for
cloud
like 3 to
dashboard.
5 years, anyways. You
Whenever
should
you guys,
replace them.
when you open Instagram, you see that I put just nobody called out. Nobody called out. Be like, oh my god, this
No,
helped me
no,
so
it's
much.
cheaper to do replacement batteries than
mentor
UPS.
of your
UPS will probably
mentor
cost
needs to be in
150
there
bucks. Batteries are probably 30 bucks.
Mentor of mentors.
The mentor of mentors.
All right.
All right. I will trade X3. I will. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, ripping the givey. Bada bing, bada boom.
I got a haircut today.
Ruchi 70.
Ruchi
Congratulations.
70. Type something in the chat, Ruji.
With me? Yeah, you can come with me if you want. In River Oaks. All right. Creamy and frothy.
That matcha was so fire.
Thanks, babe.
This whole week, PA. Yeah. No,
There's
the
pizza and
PA
stuff
this
in
week
there
has
if
been
you're
rough. I mean, good opportunities, but it's still tough. Still tough.
No, the
Wait, is
arugula.
Ruchi-
I ordered a box of arugula for you.
Ruchi 07 is here, but
put
not
on
Ruchi
whatever,
70.
yeah.
Where's Ruchi's? Oh,
They had
yeah,
extra
Ruchi 70 is
arugula
actually
as
here.
like a side.
Wow, that's crazy that there's a
When you
Ruchi
build your own
07.
pizza, you can add whatever you want. So I
Yeah, dude,
was
right?
like, I wanted to add
That's crazy.
$3.
Okay,
worth of arugula.
let's see what you win.
You can
I'm gonna
sprinkle it on
spin the good old
pizza or
magical
whatever.
wheels.
So. Yeah, what time?
Ruchi
At
70.
1 o'clock, right?
You get.
Branson Morocco played today, yeah.
Ooh, it's a lightning.
You know, guys, it's like I
Ooh,
was so used to
a
having like
100K
3 games a
lightning
day.
funded
Now we're
again, it
back
looks
to like
like,
1
yes.
game a day.
100K lightning funded.
Hell yeah.
Congrats,
Yeah.
Ruchi. All you
Branson
gotta do
Morocco
to
today.
receive your account is add your email address to your YouTube channel description. Make
Is it
sure
3?
it is the
Newton
email address
says,
that you
let's
use to
fucking
log into
go.
your
One of the
Spotify
best out
account.
here. Have not been here
And
for a
once
minute.
that's in there, it's gonna
WWW.
take
Thanks,
up
brother.
to
Appreciate
7
it.
days
Is that
for
the
you to receive an
babysitter?
email with a code
Yeah, that's my
where you can
live-in
get this
nurse.
account for
She
free.
brings me healthy
Congrats.
stuff. Where's Catline invalidated? Yeah, let's draw it really quick. We've been a little distracted by goofing off.
Congratulations.
Catline is invalidated when you return to the
Double or
anchor point that
banned.
started it. So an example would be here.
Double
So
or banned.
for
Double
915,
or
we're going to subtract a
banned.
risk interval from the top of it. So it's going to basically be at 50 on the dot 650.
Ruchi's
Oh,
YouTube
check
bio
my
is
match
literally
about 650 is about right.
I'm existing cause why not?
So this is a potential catalyst until we return to this anchor point that started it. So if we pass up the highs, I'll delete the. Pass up this candle right here, I'll delete the purple line. All right, so position rolling. Do you guys understand how that
Okay.
works? Let me explain it again. Let me draw it off to the side. Give you a little bit more
Like
information about it.
clarification, we just put a keyword
just
in, type the
invent the
keyword once, and
scenario.
then that's it. Then we
Position
randomly pick.
rolling. Let's say that all of these are within a range
Like
that I want to
It's
trade
all
on.
No,
random.
just lock out, brother. Just lock out.
Okay.
If you're
Let's
if you
say
feel the
that
tilt,
I've
lock out.
designed an entire trade that would long here, here, and I'm just making up some pivots. Pretend that all three of these are high volume pivots, and
Oh,
they're
you're
all
coming
close
close
together.
to
I
your
want to
team.
trade
Oh
all
wait,
of
what
them.
is 801?
Yeah,
I
801,
decided
801
that
in the quarter.
it's gonna bounce somewhere inside of the cluster. Let me add a position, all of it. Say that my normal choice would be 10 contracts to long at any pivot. So I'm
Yeah,
watching this right
You're
here. I'm
looking
gonna
at
close this
Lambos?
over
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
touch
say,
the top of the
yeah,
pocket
yeah.
one more time.
I see it in the
After a dub,
background.
you gotta
I
go
gotta turn my
look.
pencil
Like it's
tool off
just,
so I
it's
can do
just how it works.
Just micros today
man.
again, man.
All right, here we go. 801 inbound.
It's been hella stellar. This has been
801
such
in
a
the quarter,
straightforward
let's
day.
see.
Super straightforward. As a matter of fact, for the sake of the lesson, I don't really need to be making too much on these. This is that
Potato
launch
trades.
account.
Hey yo, change your name right now, dog.
Let me get my pencil back. I'm gonna cut out
gonna
the.
sue you for
'Cause
copyright.
I can't close the position when the
Immediately.
pencil tool's activated. I should hold for longer.
Maybe he is the other spot.
but I don't want to
the
interrupt
fake
the
spot.
lesson. Top of bull zone close out would be the next trade.
Oh, he is the freaking.
So here, ARB is spot on most days, dude. ARB is by far the best thing I've created lately. It's so good. Okay, so back to the lesson. Position rolling. If I were to long normally 10 contracts at a pivot, I'm super confident everything's good, but I got 3 pivots nearby. I would choose to split up to 10, 2, 3, and 5. Then I would calculate what my stop is, and my stop is always a distance of X below my lowest pivot. Okay, simple as that. And normally you would say it's 10 points. So I would calculate 2 minis losing all of that. Rather than 10 losing 10, 2 losing 5 times the distance is the same amount because it's a fifth of the position size. So spreading out your position allows a small position to make a little bit if you're right, a medium position to make a little bit more if you're right, a big position to make a lot if you're right, and then your loss is really small. If you crash through 3 high volume pivots, it's really rare. It's gonna hook one of them usually. So I like to take a bet and spread it out really wide and then calculate what's the total loss of 2 that distance, 3 that distance, and 5 that distance. And I come up with my total loss. And I can say my total loss as an example would be, you know, I have a budget. I don't want to lose more than $3,000 and my total loss comes in less than that, then I'm good. Comes in more than that, then I'll adjust the position. I'll move it heavier near the bottom and take less of a loss up top until I get my budget kind of right. And I can do this quickly in my head, usually pretty easily, but have a spreadsheet on the side to do that. Now, the trick is if I chose to do 2 here and 3 here and 5 here, and say that price does hit all 3 of those and hit this one, what do I do now? Now I've got 10 contracts. Now I'm close to my overall stop. What do I do? Well, what happens if it rallies to there? My original entry point was 3 there, then I added 5 more, came right up to there. Anytime I reclaim a previous entry, I always close what I dug in with. In this case, 5. That way I return to my original cost or my original position size at the same level. Now I'm long 3 at the same spot, but my cost basis got lower. And I ride that up to there. Then I close out the original 3 that I added the second time, and I have my original 2 left. You see how this works? So if I chose 2 and I chose to add 3 and chose to have 5, I'm sorry, I did this wrong. This should be 5. And this should be 2. On the way back up, if I chose to have a total position of something here, if I dip and add to it and return to it, I better have that original something the same. I'm going to trim everything else out because it went against me and I returned to the pivot. The chances are less likely that it's going to rally because it's trying to go against me. So I don't want to have a heavier position the second time around. I want to have exactly the same position. If I chose 3 here, I better have 3 there the second time. Does this make sense, everybody? The risk profile hasn't changed to the better to give me a better shot at winning, so I don't need a bigger position size when I return the same pivot. I'm always trimmed back out to the original thought. If I have a bigger position upstairs, you should be telling yourself, I'm more confident that this place should rally. But if it dipped against me, I'm probably naturally should be a little less confident. So in no way do I want a bigger position repassing through the pivot. I bought 2, I bought 3, I closed out 3, I had my original 2. What I did by doing that is I took my original 2 and moved the cost basis down to here and made profit on the one contract that made money. Let me explain, let me draw it out so you guys can follow the math there. If I bought 2 and I bought 3 more here for a total of 5, and then it goes to there, then I close out 3 at the same spot. My net position is 5 minus 3, which is 2, the original 2 at the same spot. But also, of my original 2 contracts, it's first in, first out. I'll explain ARB after this. If I bought 2 and bought 3 more and then closed out 3 here, then first in, first out. 2 of those 3 broke even. I chose to break even on 2 of my trades because it kind of went against me. I'm not as confident. Let me just break even and get out. 1 of the contracts made a profit and closed out. So when I bought 2, bought 3, closed out 3. 2 of them closed out flat. 1 of them closed out with profit. Now I have a position size of 2 at the cost basis of my second entry. I took my original 2 and I rotated the cost basis slightly lower. And I'm at the same position at the same pivot that I chose to originally be on. The only way I'd want a heavier position at the same pivot is if for some reason I'm more confident that's going to go in my direction. Say like indicators became super bullish at that place, then maybe I might buy 2, buy 3, and then close out only 2 or 1 and have a heavier position there. The only time I'll have a heavier position at the same pivot is if the conditions are better, right? And so that rolling technique is always superb when playing clusters of bull support. And right now, everything kind of says resistance right now. So I'm not buying 2, buying 3, and then holding 5 for a big ass rally. I'm just in, out, scalp, trim position. I did close out the other 2 here, but technically I'd still be long the 2 at the same pocket if I was still doing that. But position management is key because what it does is that you don't have to actually, you don't have to get it exactly right where it pivots. You can just play an area of pivots and build a position around it. Just make sure you're aware of how much you can lose in the overall position and never go beyond your budget. All right, ARB. All right, you guys want a lesson what arbitrage is? Okay. It's the best technical indicator on the planet. Let me give you, allow me to regale you with a tale about gapping. You guys ready for this? Hold on, let me crack my knuckles here. Y'all want a lesson on gaps? This concept is gold, say Reno. Oh, thank you. I mean, honestly, that's half the reason I do so well is finagling that position size. Like moving it around is the key. Trading is not about guessing the market right. I'm no good at predicting the market better than anyone else. But the idea is how I maneuver around the market. It's like somebody that gets 2 poker players. One person gets cards, they just make 1 bet and leave it at that. But this guy meticulously bets as the odds change, and they're constantly changing the size of their bet based on the odds. That person's gonna do better because they're using odds-based confluence for bet size, right? That's literally the secret to being a successful trader. It's not predicting the stock market. Those of you that are like, I have an indicator, let me just jump in, I'm gonna long here, and you think that 5 years from now, your trading dreams will come true. It's not. The skill set you'll be working on exactly what I just taught you. Position management, the managing of your bet is how you become consistent. There's no predicting indicator on the market. Even as cool as liquidity pockets are that have been working every single time today, you know, every single time I make that trade every time. It doesn't work every time, but it works most of the time. It's not just that helps carry, yes, but also the way I trade around it is actually more important than where I trade at, right? You've been filling gaps since you were a young lad. I love it. We need our merch for Prop Score to have some hilarious, like, show me your P&L, wick tickler, gap filler. There we go. All right. Why is that not averaging down? Jim, I don't understand the question. Why is that not averaging down? That is cost basis management. It's short-term averaging down to move your cost basis lower at a place you have a high probability of bouncing from, but you're not certain that it's going to bounce and keep going. You're just certain it's going to play through it. A liquidity pocket's the best example. A bull zone is a support, and a bear zone top is also support. In this trade, I take every time. So if it falls and I long here and I long here again, they're both likely to bounce. Buy some more. It goes there and immediately close out my second dig. When I call a dig, I dig into the position. In and again, out. It's a short-term DCA to serve the purpose, not adding risk for the long term, adding a little bit of risk in the short term for the desire to lower your cost basis for the long term, to give yourself a better cost basis. That technique, again, like it, don't like it, argue, don't argue. Doing that is what makes me wealthy from trading. Those techniques, not just that one, but that mindset, managing positions, not predicting the market, not here's the long, good luck, let's get it. I get the market wrong half the time, just like anyone else. It's how you bet and how you know to get out of the way and how you feel the market conditions are. Let's not trade. And the other side of that is when you don't trade, choosing not to trade. Combination of managing your cost basis and choosing not to trade when you shouldn't be is really the secret to being profitable as a trader. Like any monkey with thumbs can press buttons and make money, but it really takes a little bit of brains to not lose the money that you made. All right, arbitrage. Let's go. All right, Brian. All right. Hey, were you here yesterday when I quoted you? I said I should have bought more. I have a friend that always says, because I had a hunch, and I always go, when you got a hunch, you buy a bunch. I didn't buy a bunch though. Okay, arbitrage. We all know how gaps work, guys. You can chart, you can do, our indicators are in our platform, but they're also in the NinjaTrader platform as well. Okay, gapping. Every stock opens and closes per a protocol called MOO and MOC. That is a protocol where the market makers say, hey, everybody, you want to buy this for a large amount? Instead of fighting the market to fill your 100,000 share order, just send an order to me before the market opens. And then at that moment in time, submissions are closed off. So anytime in the pre-market, somebody can submit an MOO order to the market maker and says, I want to buy 100,000 Apple, 50,000 Apple, I'm going to sell 50,000 Apple. And market maker collects a stack of the buys and sells, doesn't execute them, but whenever the market does open, they quote and open the market at a place where they fill everybody at one amount. All the buys and sells get filled at one price, the fair price, where they determine the market to be most liquid, so it has the least impact. That way the market's not unusually volatile. Sometimes ETFs or funds will rebalance and they'll always be buying thousands or tens of thousands, 100,000 all the time. But they don't want to day trade it. They just like, we need more, let's just buy, let's buy. And they'll just buy at the open price. They don't care about the micro changes, they just want it. So that process is what leads to the open and close of the market having the highest volume of the day. We always see at the open of the day, says volume spike is huge. That's all of those MOO orders market on open and MOC is market on close. Orders getting filled all at once at the same price. That's all of them. It's all that hedge funds and banks and shit buying pre-market. And they all get filled at one price. So if there's a lot of buyers and sellers at that price, we call that price a liquid price. When buyers and sellers are in close proximity, then the market's liquid. Well, we can all agree that it's liquid here. I'm about to teach you guys the best indicator you've ever seen. This is a predictive indicator that will predict movement in the market. You need to pay attention to what it does. So it's liquid at the open, and the close of the previous day is the same thing. We all agree. Lots of buyers and sellers is liquid. Lots of buyers and sellers at the close. The same process leads in the close, also liquid. Volume is high at the open and close. So the middle of the open and close is called the half gap. So we either gap down or gap up, which is a space that exists on a daily chart, but it's the distance between the previous day's close and current day's open divided by 2. The middle is the half gap, which is extremely liquid. If the edges are liquid, then the middle is double liquid. You got buyers and sellers all throughout this area and that area. So in the middle is very liquid. And the middle is called redistribution zone. When the market gaps up or gaps down and there's an imbalance in those orders, the dealer takes the other side of the trade. So they have a position they're forced into when the market gaps, whether they're long or short. And inside of the middle, the market maker is trying to get out of that position to neutralize back to neutral, to zero. And so we call that the redistribution zone because that's where the market maker is redistributing their position that they offset the market that made a gap to begin with. The imbalance. Y'all hear about imbalances every day, right? Okay. Long story short, Apple today gapped down and went to the middle. And at the middle, there's mysterious high volume. As we teach you guys, all of our pivots have volume because the middle is extremely liquid. When shit's really liquid, you expect it to have a lot of volume. And that's exactly what you see here at the half gap. There's volume here and volume here and volume here. As you get close to it, there's just volume. So the neat thing about it is that when the market's liquid and balanced, it doesn't need to go anywhere. So price is actually at a really nice little harmony here in the middle. Liquid like the Taco Bell dumps. Yes. So if all stocks, this is Apple, for example, if all stocks are in the middle, the market is in perfect harmony. That's as liquid as it can be. But if for some reason one stock moves in a direction, either up or down, then the market is somehow suddenly illiquid. There's now an imbalance to the harmony. And so the market needs to adjust. So if Apple goes up above the half gap, then you have to think of the sort of postulate of markets go up when dealers are looking for sellers. And markets go down when dealers are looking for buyers. So if the market goes up and dealers are looking for sellers, then we create an algorithm that looks at this and says, well, where are the sellers going to be? Apple moved up just a smidge off the half gap. Where are the sellers? So as I just discussed, there was a huge amount of sellers at the open and close. So the algorithm will guess, or not guess, it'll calculate how far it needs to go to find the next guaranteed bump of sellers. So in this case, it'll go to fill the gap this way. There's an additional distance Apple could go that hasn't happened yet. We call this the implied distance of Apple. So if Apple moves a little bit, we're going to calculate Apple can move a little bit more. And that little bit more is extra value the S&P could have if Apple were to fill its gap simultaneously and rebalance the current slight imbalance you had. The rebalancing effect is to fill the gap. So what we do is we take all 500 companies in the S&P and do this calculation with it. We find out if Apple can move an additional 1 point, and maybe Microsoft is here and Microsoft can move an additional 50 cents, and Tesla is here and can move an additional $1. All of that adds a certain amount of market cap net to the overall S&P market cap. So we recalculate a new S&P of what the S&P could be if all the stocks were to simultaneously fill their gaps in whatever side of half gap they're on. You snap your fingers and they all go flip. And at that moment in time, you have an actual implied value of the index. What the index could be if every stock suddenly found that new equilibrium. Are you guys following me so far? So what arbitrage does is it looks at the current S&P versus what the S&P could be based on the current shift of liquidity to that new illiquid state, and says there's a difference. We're sort of lagging 15 points behind that. So there's 15 points of potential for the S&P to move. So that's layer one. And layer two is we convert it to futures, and we take the amount that futures are also behind the actual S&P. So if the implied S&P is here and S&P is here and the implied if S&P is here and the implied S&P is 10 points higher, then ARB would say 10 plus the distance that futures are behind the actual S&P as well. So if futures are 2 points under the regular index, it'll add an extra 2. So total will tell you how many points right now futures are ahead or behind that implied value. So it's designed to be a leading indicator. As an example, with this arbitrage indicator being negative most of the day, the potential of movement is downside. So as we popped up and popped up and popped up with a negative arbitrage, the implied value of the index was pulling lower while the futures are pushing higher, and it snapped back down into place to get right back on path with what it was trying to do, which is negative potential. And the actual amount is the distance that you expect the trade to take off. So if I hit this yellow line and I'm like, maybe I should short it. Arbitrage was negative earlier, and that's why I took the short. And I probably is in the middle of talking to you guys. My ADHD brain didn't explain it good enough. But we fell through here. We tapped against it with negative ARB, and negative ARB said 23. It's 23 points overshooting what it should be, and then it just snapped back down into place. Arbitrage is like that rubber band that tells you how far futures are away. So I'm calculating a delta between the actual and theoretical. Mario, if you explain it that way in a math sense, if that's what you mean by delta, yes. Not delta like options delta, but yeah, a change, right? So it's a difference between the actual and the theoretical, and then it adjusts it even further for how far off futures are from the current spot price. So an example would be if I were to put S&P futures says 75.62, and I were to put so we adjust it to match the futures price as well. And I do SPX because remember, futures are trying to guess what the index will be at expiration. So an example is SPX right now is 75.15 and futures are 75.62. There's a 50-point distance already between index and futures. That's adjusted for it as well. So the futures being at a different price are likely already somewhat accounting for some of that discrepancy, because futures are always trying to price in the future. But at a further out point in time, you can still use ARB if the futures don't stretch fast enough or stretch too fast away from the implied index value to use it as a swinging indicator. It's a universal resilience. It works at every pivot. If I get to the top of a pocket and ARB is negative, I'm certainly closing it out. If I get to the top of the pocket and ARB is positive, then it's more likely to break and keep going. How's my ARB calculating? I just explained it. Go back like 5 minutes. I just explained the whole thing. It's a market cap sum. It's the sum of the market cap implied delta from 1 to 500. We take the implied value of the index, the sum of all implied deltas. We subtract the index value. And it's all market cap weighted, so I'm not putting this in market cap terms. I'm just giving you like pseudo math here. You add up all the implied S&P minus the actual. And then you add the we'll call it a contango delta, or the futures minus the actual delta, like the change in the futures. So we make an adjustment for futures. So it's the amount of market cap that the S&P could gain if every stock will simultaneously fill its gap. And then it's converted to futures as an actionable level, and how much futures hasn't already accounted for that discrepancy. And it gives you an additional discrepancy. So if futures are lagging behind that potential, then you've got a pure arbitrage indication, and it's a leading indicator. So much so that people have called it the best indicator I've made. It's a universal pivoting confluence. It lets you know. Now, again, when it's close to zero, like it is now, it's just showing you that we're tracking on point. Futures have already adjusted for that discrepancy. When ARB is sitting at zero, you've noticed, even though futures are trading 60, 50 points higher, it's already adjusted for that. Because remember, futures are trying to price things in ahead of time. It's already adjusted for that. People have already priced it in. But if for sometimes ARB gets low enough, they haven't. See this case right here? Look at the top. We went higher and higher and higher and higher. And arbitrage, look at my screen, negative 80. Negative 80, y'all see that? Negative 80. Market's going higher and higher and higher and higher, and the rubber band is stretching lower right here. You see that? Negative 80. That's when I was like, I don't know. I feel weird about it, right? Everyone here felt weird about it. It says we've overshot 80 points. And so then it just traded down that 80 points. And when it traded down, ARB still said negative 60. So it kept falling another 60 from there. So 80 points from the top would be down to 50. And ARB still said minus 60 when we got there. So another 60 would go all the way down to 790. Which was here, 790, which is that level we sat at. Exactly 790. See how it's trying to catch up with it? And then here it still said negative 13. And then it just dumped. And when it dumped, ARB went positive. So if you were shorting this, the minute ARB went positive, you close out your short, which is what I did as well. Right? And once ARB went positive, you can almost, if you see it like this, you can almost see the market trying to adjust for it. It's like, shit, we've overstretched. Let's adjust once. Oh crap, we need to adjust again. Oh crap, margin calls. Flush everybody out, and then the spring sort of like oscillates a little bit and then stabilizes. You see that? It's like... And then we're back to normal. Pretty neat how that works, right? Market's going higher and higher and higher. This is negative. All your resiliences are negative too. So then we just got out of the way. And then when it fell to there and make that second adjustment, ARB was wickedly negative and it bounced off of it. And I used it as a pivot off of yellow line. If I need indication to help me do confluence on yellow line, it's always ARB. Here, we're back to bull zone. It's very likely to support. This says support, and this also is positive. So I wouldn't be trying to fade it from here. Right? This is bull up again from here. Everything's back to being bullish. So I use it as an indicator to dispel the trend here. This market went higher and higher and higher, and ARB was negative. So that's why I wasn't so eager to take the chase on it. Right?
Spitter.
I invented arbitrage at a wedding. It's a Vietnamese terrace tea ceremony, which is basically a wedding. And the bride and groom were doing shots with everybody at the table. Everyone they had shots. Everyone would give a toast, and we'd all do a shot. And someone else, toast, we'd all do a shot. I had 6 shots. Back to back to back to back. And like 30 minutes later, I had a pretty strong drunk going on. And I was sitting there at the table with IDOC and her parents and her sister and her sister's husband, everybody, like the whole family was there. And I'm just sitting there like, I was just like staring off into space while everybody's eating. I wasn't paying attention. So this is going up still, guys. Everything's up from here. How can I purchase indicators? Link in description below has a link to Rocket Place with all of our tools in it. So IDOC's mom, the funny part was like, I'm sitting there and she flaps me across I'm sitting there, I hear this like that. And I'm like, what's up? She's like, well, and she says something to me and IDOC like turns, she's like, my mom says you're being rude. I was like, yes, ma'am, sorry. Like, you're being rude at the dinner table. You're staring off into space. You know, be present. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm so sorry, mom. and I told IDOC, I'm like, I'm coding. I'm in the zone. I'm not being rude, but I got an inspiration. And I sat there always thinking, I was like, man, I need a way to create a universal resilience type indicator, but that I can use any single point in time, adjust it for futures, to try to find a leading indicator at anywhere. Because resilience works at the half gap and at the hedge pressures and stuff, but at the pivot, I was like, I need a universal resilience, something that does the same thing but everywhere. So I excused myself from the table. I was like, I'm so sorry for being rude. I'm gonna have to excuse myself. I'm in the zone. And IDOC explained to mom. Mom's amazing. She's fine. She gets it. And IDOC was like, hey, he's working. He's doing his thing. And she's like, go work. She thought I was just like not paying attention while everyone was talking. And you know, culturally that is rude. They're all talking to each other at the table and I'm kind of staring off into space. So pay attention. So I ran out, like I'd excused myself, and I went inside the house and I went to a corner and I wrote the code on my phone really quick so I wouldn't forget it. And that's the story of where ARB came from. True story. Tell her, I'm thinking. Like, pay attention. Like, oh, I apologize. Well, it's also because her dad was talking. And if you guys know culturally, when you're at the dinner table and the dad is talking, you need to pay attention to the dad. It's the elder. So you listen and you're involved and you're intent. You ask questions and you're impressed with what they're saying. He was talking. If you're Vietnamese, you're probably going, oh, Matt, you fucked up. But even though her family loves me, the dad was talking and I was staring off into space. You don't do that in Asian culture, especially Vietnamese culture. Dad's talking, you stop and listen. But her dad's actually like the nicest, kindest guy. They're super cool peeps over there. Bullseye retest. Yeah. So like when it does move and bounce off of it, I'll take the bullseye retest, the last one. Yeah, we're at the dinner table when the elders talk. You listen and you sound impressed, even when you're not. And you ask questions. But her family's really cool and also progressive at the same time. She basically told her mom, she's like, no, she's like, Mom, Matt's cooking. Yeah, basically. Matt's doing his thing. So I was like, let me excuse myself so I'm not being rude. But I was inspired with the tequila shots. They were back to back. It was just like, I don't drink that much anymore, so I become such a lightweight. I got a good buzz going on. How many minis do I take for that 13K scalp? I believe it was 8. How do I set my stops properly? I use 10 points, S&P 40 points, NASDAQ, unless it's volatile, when I adjust it to the largest 1-minute candle of the hour. Below my lowest strong pivot. How many stocks, the ARB calculation? It's all 500 companies in the S&P. How come you didn't use that insight to short? I did. Jaime, I shorted today. That's where this came from. I didn't shorten these accounts because I don't need to make much money. I've only been demonstrating with these guys. They only need to make a couple thousand a day. I'm already at max profit. Okay, so let me demonstrate the final bull zone tap trade on here with ARB being positive, indicators positive. This is actually a pretty solid trade. So let me 60. I'm not going to be super picky on this. Let me just buy all through here and through the pocket. I'm going to do the same thing. 1 and then 1. Let's just do 2 right here on the first bounce. Let's add 2. Everything's positive. Let's just jump in on it with 2. It's consolidating here. Look, all the indicators are going up while I'm in the trade. Perfect. We got 12 points to go. We're going to rip. So I'm going to add to it inside of the same range as earlier. Conditions here are better than they've been all day. Everything is looking good. If I go to Rocket Scooter and I go to the events feed, I can see that Apple's crossing up, AVGO's crossing up, Microsoft's crossing up, Meta. See, all of these stocks crossing up half gap is why ARB is now going higher. It's like stocks right on the edge that pushed over. The potential has gone up. You see how they've all crossed up on the half gap, as I explained earlier. All the AVGOs and Microsofts have enormous potential to go up and fill their gaps, right? At the same time, they've all moved, which is kind of good. Oops. Let's go, baby. See how Microsoft is sitting right above half gap? The potential is tremendous. Now, as it's consolidating here, that Microsoft can now add a certain amount of market cap to fill its gap. ARB is accounting for all the stocks breaking through half gap right now. Let's add 3. I feel super confident now. Again, micros, not trying to beef it too hard. But yeah, I think we're still going higher. If we dip in the liquidity pocket, I'm going to buy again on the challenge account. So the 100K account I started this week is now up to 130 in just the 4 days of trading. So not a bad run to get 32% in 4 days. Back to back wins. When's the bull recess invalid? 10 points underneath bear zone top, or if any of these conditions change, like ARB goes way negative, then I'll close out. So now as the market's going, an advanced technique with this is as the market's going up and up and up, I'm monitoring. As long as this is positive, then the potential, you're going to feel the delta sort of like continuing to, you know, you look at that, y'all like watch the order flow or whatever. The order flow is going to feel bullish. The index is trying to find that liquidity. An average trader would see this and go, ooh, let me short it because we popped up high and we just sold off and now we're at the high again. Let me go ahead and short it. But a pro trader like us will look at this and say, you know, the potential is higher. Let me actually jump in here and ride the long up, and I'll ride this. And the minute ARB goes negative, it means those stocks are losing their half gap. Now on the side, we kind of give you the clue here. When the stocks have broken through half gap, you see we have those green arrows pointing up. We've got support with Apple, Meta, Microsoft, and Tesla all pushing higher. The Nasdaq has 70 points of stretch and S&P has a full 10. So it gives me at least a 1-to-1 trade. It's the amount, it's a distance. I try to get 10 points in the S&P. This tells me 10 points are possible. And from here, I've got a full 17 points to next pivot. So everything's a good setup. Let me get some contracts here. I'll buy some more here. It could, remember, the market's random. Anything can happen. People can come in and start dumping the stock if they want to. But as long as there's no event or no anything, the potential is up rather than down. So I'm going to do 3 contracts here. If it dips in, I'm going to add 7 right there. And then I'm going to stop right on the other side of MHP, slightly lower than this low. And that's it. We're going to let it ride. And I just explained how ARB works. And I'm using ARB to chase at the high. And it's going up. I'm long in at the high of the fucking day. I'm even so confident, I'm going to go to the bathroom and not use a stop. I'll be back. Donald Trump didn't tweet something. Okay, we're good. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I'm just being dramatic. Don't ever leave your computer without using a stop. That's bad form. But it's only 3 micros. I didn't care. But seriously though, at any moment in time, we could have something happen with Iran and this market can just flush. You be very careful. Iran. I know. I'm in there taking a whiz and I'm like, hopefully Trump doesn't tweet something, but it's 3 micros. I wouldn't care. I'm not trading in any other account. I'm just scooping through these accounts one at a time. The potential's now moved to 76. Can't even watch hands that quick. You can see my hands are a little wet. Okay, let's do another giveaway, my friends. We got some more My Fun and Futures to do. I type in the word whiz, W-H-I-Z. We took a quick whiz there. My Fun and Futures rapid exclusive sale happening here only at Prop Score. Today until 1:30. 50% off, only us. No other influencer gets this because nobody's as important as we are. Clearly. Biggest and best. They love us. No one else got invited to the party. 25K rapid and 50K rapid, 50% off. It's usually only 20 with all the other influencer codes. We're 50 for code score today. First time rapid purchase 50% off. If you've already bought a rapid before, it's 40% off. One-time use code as a thank you to everybody here in the Prop Score community. Now let's wait. Again, as the market's pulling back right now, the arbitrage indicator is positive, which is good. I have a trade. I can trade all through here, and if it goes negative, then I might pull out with a small loss. But again, I'm just playing with some micros. I'm going to demonstrate the principle here. This is where it should continue its journey up. Nasdaq is holding yellow line with volume, which is good. Everything's looking solid. There's always a transitional phase when all your stocks push higher through half gap. All things being equal, maybe this can move. We'll go. We'll see. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But the odds are good, right? The odds are stacking up. They look good. Bum, 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 bum. Let's do a bunch more. Let's do a bunch more. Let's do like 5 more of these bad boys. Let's do 5 more. Huge, huge, huge. Are you guys enjoying yourselves here? Some of y'all, it's your first... It's your first week or first couple days in chat. Are you guys enjoying yourselves? We're a little different than your average streamer. Honestly. Gonna toot my own horn a little bit. I think we're probably the only streamers out there who got a true edge on the market. Give a free membership. Maybe. That whiz didn't cost you 250K like those flowers. Guys, if you were here in my first million challenge, where I did 100K to a million the first quarter, that challenge, y'all missed out on the $200,000 day where I took a loss of 200,000 bucks because I got delivered some flowers. It's a horrible, crazy story. If you look at my P&L curve on that, where I dipped as much as I did, there were 2 Trump tweet events that caused me to take big losses, and one of them was leaving my computer for 10 minutes without setting a stop. And Trump ruined the party. Here, hold on 1 second. Here. This day right here. Ugh. Ugh. Lesson learned, kids. No, it wasn't on stream. It was afternoon. Neon was streaming. It was an hour for market close, and we were hitting a resistance. It was actually a bear resistance, and I was short 20 Nasdaq contracts, just 20, and I was actually up like 10K. And there was like a ding dong, and I ran down to answer the door because I kept ringing the doorbell, and Pickle was barking and all this crap, and I was like, okay, let me run down there and open the door. I peeked out the window to look down. There was a truck, and the person was there. Ding dong. I was like, must be an emergency, something. Pickle wouldn't shut up, so I run down, open the door. It was Ecuadorian roses, 100 of them. It was this big around, like literally this big around. Hold on. Thank you for the roses. And I'm like standing up. The stems are like 3 feet long. Crazy, huge. It was from our franchisor because we're franchising a massive fitness brand and bringing it to Houston. So they gifted us those flowers, and it was a nice delivery. But like the thing is, I'm like holding these flowers. The door is open. Pickle's trying to run out. I'm like holding Pickle back with my foot. I'm like, and the lady's like, "Can I get a photo of the flowers? Because I got them." And I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Take the photo." But she's like, "Yeah, but you got to come outside because I need the photo." I got to get the photo of the whole thing, and I'm like trying to open the door. These flowers won't fit in. Pickle's trying to get out. It's a whole mess. Anyways, then she takes a photo. I close the door. I go back in. I take a picture, send to iDoc. I'm like, "Hey, they just delivered us some flowers." She's like, "Oh, that's cute." I'm like, "Yeah, it's nice." And I'm like, "Anyways, I'm gonna go back to work. I'll see you later." I run back to work. Nasdaq flew up hundreds of points on a Trump Iran something. Iran this and that. Crap that it always does. And I took a nosedive in my P&L. That was this hit right there from 480 down to 240. A $240,000 hit on the million challenge. And again, this was another Trump tweet thing here. It created these effects. That's the whole effect of the war shit. And I was trying to aggressively trade this to make $1 million in a month like you told me. I only ended up taking out 805,000. I didn't make it to the full million, but I got pretty close. I was excited to withdraw 805,000 bucks. That was kind of nice. Then you know, we got the flowers as a gift. You know, for the franchisor, and to celebrate iDoc opening her first business and franchise, I bought her a Ferrari to celebrate. So that was my present to her. She got flowers and a car. So that was it. So by the way, they didn't accept my offer on my new Ferrari. The guy won't come down on 580. I want to go to 550. He won't come down. I might still pull the trigger on it. Anywho. Don't leave your computer without putting a stop, kids. Even if you think it's only 10 minutes. Even if you're in the trade and making profit. When Trump is president, he will ruin your day. No matter. And look at this. Arbitrage trade going up. Let's keep our eye on the indicator. It's still positive. Still good to go. You see how this works? Longing at the high for that breakout. Even if I just want to take a 10-point scalp, that's enough. I can hold all the way to green line, and I should. But I am kind of distracted, so I'm going to go ahead and take the profit so I can still draw on my screen. See how that works? Pretty simple. Daddy Day Trading, what's up, Dad? I've watched for so long, I feel like I need to give back for all the entertainment and knowledge you provided. Feel free to do as you wish with the community. Love, Rocket Scooter. My brother. Oh, appreciate the dono, my friend. I will also donate 150 bucks to the community, and we'll turn that into 10 boot camps to give away to the folks here. Let's put old 10 on the screen for y'all. All right. Shut the fuck up, 2260. You told me I talk too much. I bet you that's somebody that in real life doesn't like me. They probably talk shit about me in another Discord. And they just wanted to make that their name so they can see it on the screen. You go back to their Discord and be like, look at that, I totally won one of their giveaway accounts. I'm just kidding. Shut the fuck up. Don't shut the fuck up right now. You need to talk. You need to talk to claim your prize. This isn't the time for you to be silent. He's literally his namesake, right? No! He forgot that he had to talk to claim the prize. My brother. That's the opposite of what you need to do to claim your prize. You must talk to claim your prize. He was too busy in the other Discord going, I totally won the giveaway account. I trolled him. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably one of our longtime viewers. I'm just messing. Nigerian goats. Hopefully you won't be quiet and you will claim your prize. If you don't type and claim your prize, after the minute's up, we gotta re-roll to the next person. Nigerian goats, baby. All right, cool. We got 3 more to go. If it drops here long again, this was the trade. I don't think it's going to drop from here. And I can't give you investment advice, unfortunately, to long or short. Am I going to trade? I'm satisfied. I'm pretty done for the day.
Just waiting for you to open that box, bro.
Which one of these is an eval?
Got the load though, fuck you.
Oh, the 1500 is an eval. So my fundeds are 29.35. So 16,800 today. I'm pretty satisfied. I can scalp for the last 2 points from here, but it's kind of splitting hairs for now. The liquidity pocket trade all day long. I'll pocket trade all day long, but this bull zone break and go, that was it. It usually doesn't bounce a second time. NQQ scalper, like it's gonna go. And I just closed out for the scalp. I could hold for more, but I am going to be distracted with my pencil tool.
Beautiful new healthy
because I won't be talking some more.
NQ
scalper.
The show goes on. Let's have a great
scalper
morning, great
ready to
day,
go
and a great weekend.
So did L-Dog say that I needed 7 wins in a row, or did he say 8?
Scalper. So my funded futures rapid account
did he, like, specify
is
the
the number one account on prop score. If I was trading my funded futures as an eval trader, I already went live with them, so I can't do their currently I can't do their eval program.
Yes, I did specify. Okay.
But if I did, it would
it's
be
just
the
unfortunate.
Rapids.
It's just unfortunate. It is what it is. What it is. This guy having trouble killing me. What is going on? Yeah, it's just unfortunate.
Ooh.
7 wins in a row. We actually need 8. We die in 7. I mean, it quite literally is the
Some of y'all aren't here
most
today.
of all time. If I dwell
Got
on
another
it,
Lucid
I'm
50
literally
flex
just
10
gonna go
minutes
into
ago.
psychosis.
Nice.
So, yeah, L,
Wait, you
thank
passed
you
or
for
you
the
bought
challenge,
another
bro.
one?
Thank you for the challenge, and again, thank you for supporting Nexus, bro. I appreciate you. Nexus is a really sweet guy, and I appreciate you showing him love.
How many is that? That's 3? Okay, let's do 2 more.
With that being said, you still got fucking slammed. 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 Slammed.
Big balls, Richie.
Slammed.
1 second.
Slammed. Slammed.
Don't kill me.
Slammed. Slammed. Slammed.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy back!
Yo, I watch you. I watch you. That's you. I'm sitting on a YouTube video, but yeah. Your ass. Your ass.
Guys, he was saying,
Whoa.
he was, so after I won a couple, he did specify in the chat,
If this is actually
he did sorry, usually I'd be super social, but yeah, like, after a couple wins, he specified in the chat that he wasn't counting the first win because he gave the challenge after I had already won a game, you know what I mean? So, I mean, he should have just said 8 wins in a row. I'm just gonna be honest, just to avoid confusion. He should have said 8 wins in a row since when he gave the challenge, I had 1 win, right? So he should have said 8 wins in a row just to. I mean, it's not his fault. Like the chat is, you know, the chat obviously. Whenever I have a challenge, like the chat just, you know, is always gonna try to back me and whatever. But he did specify, chat. He did specify. It's not like at the end of the challenge.
Congratulations,
he was like, oh, actually, I won
Elden.
8 or something. Like, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Iden.
What we need to put the focus on is the fact that Palestine just dropped 25 motherfucking gifted. He must have dropped that
Hopefully I'm saying
right
that
after
right.
last game. Palestinian, I'm so
Sounds
sorry
like
for
I'm
not
saying
saying
it
that
right.
until now.
You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. You're great. You're quick at whizzing. Today was a perfect trading day. Oh my god, I couldn't have done any perfect. Everything was working so well.
25 gifted. I appreciate you, buddy.
Trading the pocket, trading the pocket, trading the pocket. Then R went negative. I ducked out. We lost yellow on Nasdaq. I shorted really quick for the flush. Got all the way when R went positive down here at the pocket. Beautiful.
I don't know. You know, I don't want to say yes.
And then I chased a long setup here at the pocket again. And then I waited and took a long play here on positive arb after giving you guys a lesson on arbitrage. That's 5. Congratulations. Again, everybody here make a prop score account. That's how you enter our giveaways. It is a free service and a free site. We'll do 3 more in about 20 minutes. We got some blue skies to give away today as well. Huge day, huge day. The sale ends at 12:30 Central or 1:30 Eastern. They can't do what we do here, the YouTubers. They all want to be like us. Hold on, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 17K. Oh, not bad. It's a 17K. All right, that's it. All right, we're gonna chill for a minute, guys.
Morning, everyone. Did I take a trade? Yes. We'll talk about my trade here in a little bit. Chat. Let's do a little temp check. Let's get a little temp check going.
Good deal, good deal, good deal. All right, let's chill with some jams a little bit here. Giveaway over for now. We're gonna chill. So chat, I'm a good man, Matt. Well, thank you, David. Appreciate that. If I already signed up, do I have to sign in? No, you just have to have an account. That's like required. In the future, we will do all of our giveaways through the website. We're gonna build a whole giveaway thing there. Well, you'll be able to go to the website, like enter there.
Here. Quick question, and don't lie. How many kills do you have?
L-Dog, I appreciate it, man. Hey, L-Dog's throwing a 10 gifted on it, okay? He's throwing a 10 piece on it. Put some W's in the chat, especially the people that were saying some dumb shit. Ow, motherfucking dog!
Okay. Damn it.
Motherfucking dog! L-Dog, thank you for the 10 gifted and thank you for the opportunity, bro. I am going to be staring at the ceiling tonight, literally playing that fucking death back and forth in my fucking mind. Because, I mean, in hindsight, it just was not a good play. So, L-Dog, thank you for the 10 piece, buddy. I appreciate you. That gets us up to a 31 sub train. We're close to 700 subs on the day. We got Bobby Lynn. Bobby Lynn with the 5 gifted as well. Please throw some W's in the chat for everybody. And L-Dog as well, man. You got locked in. How about your child's got me? Where are you, E3? Where are you, E3? I went down.
He's trying for his life.
You okay?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, careful.
No, they're not here. Corner dead.
E3! Got the guy?
Behind. Dead. Oh my God, we're so much better. Whew, I'm playing up.
E3, you want to know something funny?
Yeah, so, what happened?
I was on a challenge for 8 wins in a row for 500 subs. I got 7 wins in a row and died.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Kudos to you, bro. I would have ended the stream. I'd been so pissed.
Would you actually?
I'd been so pissed.
Would you actually end the stream?
I would have got off. Yes, I would
that
have
ass,
got off.
holy shit.
I would have broke my monitor. I would have been 600 subs.
I just stayed silent. I just went to go take a pee, and I grabbed a snack.
No, I would have need more than a pee. I'd have to take a walk for like 10 minutes.
Hey, 3, you have specialist, bro. I don't want to fucking face you, bro. You fucking specialist.
No. Look, we played this game before. You had specialists and I did.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do it though, bro. I think I'd rather do melee weapons. Let's do a melee weapon fight.
No.
What melee weapon do you have? What? Don't be a piece of shit, bro. What melee weapon do you have?
No, Cammy.
What melee weapon do you have, E3?
I can't tell you.
I'm not fist fighting you, bro. Especially this 2 OP.
You do it all the time.
No, not anymore. I'm changed, bro. I'm different. You're gonna beat me straight up, bro. You're not gonna beat me while you're on PEDs, motherfucker.
He said I'm on PED. All right, how about this? If you have more kills than me, we can do melee. How many kills do you have?
Dude, I was literally gassing up subs and then addressing the chat, crashing out on this guy that was probably about to drop an absolute fucking holy bomb, even though I failed the challenge, but they roasted him and made him feel like a fucking piece of shit. So this guy's probably never gonna pop in the stream again because my freaking chat freaking got all defensive, dude, and started fucking attacking this guy. Jesus! All right. But he did end up dropping 10 gifted, which is, you know, he didn't have to, but that's badass.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, that is fire.
That's fire.
Okay, all right. And when I say the chat, it's like 25 people in the chat, right? How many people are watching? We got 3,600 in here. It's really, realistically, it's like 20 people in the chat. So, you know, when I say chat, I'm generalizing. I don't mean everybody.
Kill Cammy for 200 gifted subs. Oh, chill.
Let's see, you're about to end your stream, fuckboy.
All right, look, Cammy, come on.
Melee weapon, put your melee weapon out. Which one do you have?
Hold on. How do I?
Hold down melee. Hold down melee button.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna beat me with that, bro. You're not gonna beat me with that. All right, dude. Fist fight's on. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Yes. Wait. No, Kevin, wait. Let me move. Yo, he's.
That's not my fault, guys. You have to be ready to throw hands. When it's on, it's on. You have to be ready to throw hands. It's not my fault, bro. That's not on me, bro. That's not on me. Yes, I calm his pants down. Yes, isn't it, you know, is it morally okay? I don't know about that, but a win is a win.
These spells, it was actually like dogfighting combat. It was actually pretty nice. So I'm excited to see if the second one's any good. Plus, Arcade 2 is coming out, but Arcade 2 is not an MMO anymore. It's like a giant single-player, multiplayer campaign kind of game, which I was kind of sad about. I played Pirate Faction on Arcade 1. That was fun. I was pirate. You know I'd be a pirate. I would not be a pirate. Any game that gives you the option. Ashen of Creation looked so freaking cool too. I was excited for that game to come out. It was doing everything right. King of Almer. I never played the game. Have you watched Obsession? No, but now you can watch Obsession at home. You can rent it from... You can now rent it from Amazon. All right, 10 of you guys. Pegasus Flyer, Newton on the markets, Flow Trades in Queue, Torona King, Lady Liquidity, Houdini V2, Drop Trades, Loving the Musical, Loving the Music Full, Futures King, Raz MQ. You guys have won boot camps. Now this, claim this prize, you must go to the Rocket Scooter Discord, go to the contest channel and talk to Slacks and get your prize there. Congratulations. Free boot camp is free access to Discord. Free access to boot camp videos for a month. $20 prize. Booty camp. And look at this. You see how it's going up and continue to go up with that positive ARB. Now ARB is pulling back a little bit. That potential is going away. So as soon as like the S&P pops up and as soon as ARB gets back to 0 or negative, then the trend is over. You see how it works? I just closed out because I thought I'd be drawn like with my tool, but I'd still be long if I wasn't. On Blue Sky launch, you have to pay the activation when you pass. There is no promo code for activations. You thought it was an auto target and click button game. When Terra and Black Desert came out, it's been hard to go back to old MMO. Dude, it's so hard. Like I couldn't play WoW PvP if you paid me to. Terra and BDO like ruined PvP for me. It has to be a game like that or else. I need like combat. I need it to be like playing Street Fighter while playing MMO. BDO was insane. Terra was the start of that, but BDO was even more insane. Like point and click, like Guild Wars would just feel so slow. Is that a paid indicator? Yeah, these are all paid indicators, correct? Yeah. Am I still in a trade not closed out? Yeah, we'll give your boot camp to someone else, Lady Liquidity. Yo, what's up, Factors? Shout out Brad, Matt, Neon, Farina, and Slacks won the Aqua 50K. Just passed phase 1 in 3 days. Truly life-changing for you right now. Don't sleep on these giveaway jackpot. Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. You just love the Battlegrounds, but all your friends said not. Yeah, I actually played competitive 3v3s for a little bit. I was a Frost Mage. There was a time when that was part of the meta. I just ran around sheeping people. Oh, Tori's the goat. Yeah. Did I play Albion? I did not play Albion. The games, Frostmage are pretty good. I played, okay, so I started off, I played Ultima Online, then I played EverQuest, then I played Anarchy Online, then I played Dark Age Camelot a little bit, then I played Aeon, Guild Wars, Aeon, wait, which order? Aeon, then Guild Wars, I think about the same time. And then Rift. I was huge in Rift. Guild Wars 2. We ran a World v World server for like 3 years, very competitively, and then Black Desert Online. And I haven't played any MMO since. And then WoW, I always had a WoW account. But I played sporadically WoW. I wasn't super into WoW a lot. I started in, I think, like 2012 during Cataclysm and played a little bit. Anarchy, yeah, Anarchy Online on dial-up, dude. That was the shit back in the day. Guild Wars 3 is coming out. Dude, the only thing I hate about Guild Wars is that it is a commitment. You can't just casually play Guild Wars. I mean, they try to make it where you could. I can't. We were all into siege combat. It was just, we had a 24/7 thing. We had factions all our guilds all around the world in our massive server. We had coordinated meetings with people. It was like running a business. It was that bad. It was that crazy. Guild Wars 3. Crazy, crazy. Guild Wars 2, I mean. You were LOW leader on, wait, you were a guild leader on Guild Wars 2? Which server did you play on? Priest Healer, what are you talking about? Albion was cool. Hunter for life. Hunter squad. There you go. Hunter is a good class. I always play finesse classes. I'm such a PvPer. I always play like mages or something that requires you to do a lot of inputs to fight. So finesse is like you have to be really, really good at PvPing, and you usually like mages or, you know, glass cannon sort of types where you got to get in, get out, do your shots. On Guild Wars 2, we were on Jade Quarry, and the name of my guild was called Mixed Martial Arts and Crafts, MMAC. That was us. So if you ever saw in WoW, that was our guild name. So Mixed Martial Arts and Crafts. We had like this, there's some merch that we made. There's like little ninjas like knitting. That was our guild. And that was also our guild in Arcade. Oh, I forgot to say Arcade too. So Jade Quarry, yeah, we were on Jade Quarry server when they were the first place server. So we stacked, we all came from another server, but me and 2 other guilds, we stacked up on Jade Quarry during transfers. And it was us and Blackgate and I can't remember the third, Diamond, what was it? Crystal Desert or something, I don't know. It was like 3, so back in like the first couple years of play, we ran the Jade Quarry Alliance.
Let me go back downstairs, back up. Let me back up on his ass. Okay, it's in. All right, guys.
You want to say you're on Jade as well? Yeah. So we were like the big guilds that went to Jade Quarry. We were like the third of the big 4. We were like the third largest one. We all came from Arcade.
Oh my god, that's actually got me pissed off. Holy shit,
Rift, so we had a really large group already. I was the leader of that group.
Full accountability for the start.
Way back in the day. All right, so ARB is still positive, so the potential's still up. But this has been a great trading day, you guys. About 17K richer. I can't complain. I don't think I have any more trades in me. I think I've done enough today. Feels bullish. Everything's fine. Monthly maps cleared up. So that's nice. Is sim trading an MMO? It kind of feels like it, doesn't it?
End my life. That would end my career.
This is one of those talks we don't ever trade. Yeah, like you get distracted when you're not trading, right? I should stream Apex one evening. Dude, we should do game nights like we used to.
Leave me alone, you grappling junkie.
Maybe on Fridays or something.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, actually, no, Neon's streaming now. We used to stream sometimes gaming in the afternoons, but.
Hey, girl.
Hell yeah.
He's a streamer.
Yeah, Guild Wars is like a game where you had like this territory they were constantly fighting for. You had to claim territory. You had to claim strategic points. It's just giant server battle. And it was like hundreds versus hundreds of people, and it was 24/7. It never stopped. So you log into the war, it was constantly fighting. So we had like made friends with guilds in other time zones, and so we had coverage around the clock. We had meetings. It was so nerdy.
We gotta get Lodi first.
Like, okay, you guys, we need y'all to cover the west, you know, the west part of the fort for like the next 3 hours, and you guys come in at 6 and y'all cover it. It's an investment. It's fun. But it is definitely an investment. You need to know life that game for sure. Get the most out of it. Ever thought about using my indicators as an AI trading bot? I thought about it at some point to automate liquidity pocket trading. Am I gonna play Arcade Chronicles? I thought about it. You know, it's not an MMO, right? I was so sad when I found out I couldn't be a pirate again in Arcade. It's more like a Crimson Desert with multiplayer
You are challenging me like
capacity,
you got
like
the
a, like
answers to the
a
whole damn point.
not massive multiplayer, but like a multiplayer campaign game. So the static spells, Guild Wars 2 is depend on your weapon. I hated that most about Guild Wars 2. And I played the sorcerer class or whatever it was.
We lose the streak.
Mage class there, and it was completely useless in a lot of instances. You had to keep respecking in your weapon a lot to try to it was
This is a dream I'm gonna
it was
have
annoying.
tonight, by the way. Oh no, I didn't mean it.
Prop firms don't allow bots. Some prop firms allow bots. I think Blue Sky allows bots. I think that's where one of the things they told us that they did allow. They allow trading bots. That's so crazy that I made 17K in a day. I just started the account challenge. I'm gonna scale up as I get bigger. So as I get a little bit bigger,
Peace out, nerds.
in this 100K to million challenge, you'll see me have 100K days in about a month. So stick around. Once I build enough buffer, I'll take the risk to make 50
I mean that in a
100 a
friendly
day.
way, not a rude way.
I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3, although I bought it. I do like Baldur's Gate. That's a fun game. Does Lucid allow trading bots too? Okay. Am I done for the day? I'm pretty much done for the day because I don't have another entry. But what I do is I wait. Like in this environment, VIX is still above Contango midpoint, so it's sensitive. All Trump has to do is say something about Iran, and we get a very wicked red candle. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't need to get a couple inches on this. I want to grab a mile. So any dip to areas like this with all the bull indicators, I'll just grab it. So what I do is I wait, and I'm just armed and ready. Blah, 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 Iran.
I forgot who I was for a second.
Okay, let me get back in.
Remind myself.
You know what I'm saying?
8 wins
Just
out
wait
of
for it.
the last 8 wins out of the last 9
And if I
games.
miss
Holy
out on
fuck,
the
I'm
last
insane.
few inches of this, I don't care. I've milked enough out of this market today. Can you make a small account challenge live? I did it. I've done it for like the last 10 years, 2 minutes, and I found so kind of these days we've got like a whole team of teams on our. The reason our YouTube channel is going viral because we have the best people in the world managing it, and we're doing the correct things to get our channel to go up.
That's him.
What we found over the years is that when I do my small account challenges, the hardcore folks here love it. The new folks jump in the middle to understand what's going on. It's not even a popular thing. The real trading challenges I've done have actually hurt the channel. Like views, viewer retention, all of that. Because what happens is I trade it very cautiously. I either get my trade and I spend most of my time waiting. Most people show up and want to see what trade I'm in. So to sort of engage better as a streamer, I'm going to focus my stream just on the prop accounts and trading. If I'm not confident, I'll just trade micros like I've been doing, but always be engaged in something. The smart way to trade a real account is actually not to trade. It's to sit here on a stream and talk. But unfortunately, it doesn't grow your channel. So we're in channel growth mode. So the goal becomes the small account challenge I'm doing. I used to do like 5K to 50K or 100K to 10K to 100K sort of thing all the time. And it actually hurts the channel. So we're not doing it anymore. I'm doing it off screen for the science of stream growth. To retrieve the bootcamp giveaways, you go to the Rock Shooter Discord and you talk to Slacks in the contest channel. The builder plan on My Funded Futures is pretty good, right? Builder plan's kind of the opposite of the rapid plan. It's like a 1 day pass, 2 day payout sort of thing.
I don't know.
I think it's 1 day, 2 day.
On his head, though.
It's almost like the better Lucid Pro, if that makes any sense. Which is a 1 day pass, 3 day payout. Let me double check if I'm right on this. And I think there's a DLL, but don't quote me on that. Hold on. Yeah, there is. So it's like a Lucid Pro. There's a DLL, no consistency, 1 day pass, and then 2 day payout, 2 day payout. What's the benefit of this? It's a 1 day eval pass. You can YOLO pass it and go funded and then just make your payouts. It's a cheaper plan than I tit for tat than a rapid, I think.
I'm a little
Hold on, Builder 1500. Builder 2000. Is 150 and the rapid is like, oh, actually it is more expensive. Okay, hold on.
Is there a plate? Is there a plate
There's no
anywhere?
discount on it right
Literally
now.
anywhere.
Oh, that's why
Would
there's
be
no,
great.
there's no offer on it right now. Normally it would be
my game's
cheaper. I
over.
was wondering why it's not cheaper, but there's no offer on it.
Yeah. Saw that coming. Nice.
Yeah, so it's like something like Lucid Pro, where it's a quick pass, and then you spend like 2 days to get your pad every time, and it usually puts DLL on that, so you could pass your eval immediately, go fund it in the same day. It's not a bad plan, but with the rapid, the builder, especially if there's no sale, there's no reason to get the builder over the rapid. If the rapid's 50% off today, you'd want to get the rapids. So code SCORE for the next 2 hours is 50% off of a rapid, or 40% off a rapid if you're an existing customer. 50% off first time. Rapid's the best account in props. And you get one for half price. One. So everybody should get one. Claire Obscura was great. Dude, I bought Claire Obscura. And I'm like sweet. So I like lay in bed with my Steam Deck. I like to play a game or sometimes I fall asleep. And it's not really worked that well on a Steam Deck. It's real glitchy and the graphics make it run slow. So I haven't been able to play it yet. I've been waiting to finish up Crimson Desert, and I'm like, maybe I'll just run through it really quick. But I heard it was really, really, really good. My all-time favorite prop plan is still the MFF Pro. Nah, these days it's the TPT Pro or the My Fun and Futures Rapid. Those are the best. Or Blue Sky Watch. Those are the three goats. Or Lucid Pro. That would be my fourth place. What amount do I consider a small account? Well, that's subjective to people, right? Small. When I say small account, I'm talking like I start with something moderate, like 5,000 or 10,000 bucks, and then I try to grow it to a certain target, 50K or 100K, and I would do the whole journey live on stream, and that was the central focus of my trading. Like here, I'm still doing the journey. It's just not the central focus of my trading because I spent a lot of time sitting out on that challenge, and it's really not as exciting. So I'm doing it off. I'm doing this one off camera, but I'll give you guys the daily updates on it. So far on my live account here, the net lick. This is the account number. It's a live account, NinjaTrader account. I started with 100K. I've made 31,378 and since this weekend. So it's Thursday. 83% win rate, 522 expectancy on a 100K account is ballin' good. That's like fucking amazing good. So far, I've been lucky. Haven't lost yet, but lucky. You flipped a dead account from 4 to 51, bro. Wait. You had 4,000 bucks and you turned to 51K? That's nasty. Do we get another downside whoosh fan? Are you sure? With all the things being bullish, you want a downside whoosh fan? I don't think I want to put one on there, man. I don't want to jinx this. This is looking good for most people. There's no evidence we're coming down. You hoping on a Trump tweet there? Last time it worked? All right. I'm gonna give you a small one because I don't want to jinx it for the rest of the bulls in here. I'll give you a tiny one. This is not me saying I think it's gonna dump. This is just for you. I'll give you a whoosh shower. That's fine. But this is not me saying it's coming down, everyone else. All the indicators are still pointing up. You need it on NQ? Okay. All right. Got some more giveaways to do. We got a little bit more to go. Shoot, it's like mini bonanza today. We got 4 Blue Sky launch accounts today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Launch is, I'm having so much fun with the launch. This will be my second payout with launch. Everybody type in launch really quick. I just requested payout number 2 from a launch. It has to be 4 payouts total from Blue Sky I've gotten in the last month. So let me request another $3,000 payout. Let me see if it allows me to take more. Oh, I'm still pending on my last payout withdrawal request. Okay. They're taking about a day to confirm my requests, so hopefully they speed that process up. I'm used to the instant payout thing.
Oi? Ok. Falou.
Type in launch, guys.
Oh, Zé Ruel. É o fone. Bom ou não?
So I just put in, I put in an offer a couple days ago for this car. It's priced real, and again, this is an investment because I think these are all gonna go up in value. But y'all, I'll show you a picture of my new car I'm gonna get. I'm so excited. I'm talking to the guy right now. I'm just gonna move on it. It's high fives. I wanted to get to 550, but it's already low enough. Like if you look at the, so I'm getting it. I'm gonna get an SF90 Spider, orange. Oh yeah, this is gonna be my new car, guys. And then I'm done buying cars for a while. It only has like 300 miles on it. The guy never drove it. He's a beaut. So we're working out the details right now of this. Now let me tell you something that's really crazy is that look at this. They're all going up crazy. Now the SF90 sticker price, the Spiders are about 700K. So they usually hold their value pretty well, but look, a lot of them are selling close to 700 still. For whatever reason, this guy's trying to sell close to 6. I could flip this for maybe close to 100K. Some of these really high spec'd out carbon fiber SF90s are selling for high 6s. So I'm gonna, like, it's the lowest one on there. And it's also the color I want, but I don't know if the color sells harder to sell. I think that orange is beautiful. What's ARB doing? Yeah. ARB is still positive. So, am I gonna come up to Utah to pick up the car? That'd be kind of fun, but no, I don't want to put any miles on that car. You kidding? 300. It's got 349 miles on it, and it's the cheapest one of the lot. So the guy that's selling it must be in a bind. I don't know why he's not selling it for 630, 650. With no miles on it. It's an actual steal. I'm gonna make 100K right out the door. So that's weird. I wanted to buy an F8 Spider to invest. I mean, an F8 Spider to invest for the same reason, but I can't find a good one that I like. They're very harder and much harder to come by because it's a much more in demand car. The F8s, the gas guzzlers, the world of hybrids are insanely popular right now. The inventory is so low on those things. Those cars sticker for like the 400s. And look, their cars are stickered for like 450, and the Spider is almost 700,000 for an F8. The market is massive on F8s right now. So look, they don't have any. Look, they've got like 7 or 8 of them. Private equity's buying most of them up. That's what they're doing, trying to control the supply. All right, so Blue Sky Launch, guys. Blue Sky Launch has been inducted into our Hall of Goats. Blue Sky is one of the top ranked firms in prop score. I think it's 3rd place, 3rd or 4th place. The launch account right now is just like my funded futures, Rapid and TPT Pro, the one we're giving away right now. Let me show you what it is. The launch is a 2-day pass with no DLL. Fantastic. Funded is 1-day payout. No DLL, no consistency. Sounds like the other ones we just talked about today. Goated accounts. What's the difference? They give you the buffer step of funded in a separate step rather than achieving it in the funded, which allows you to reset just your buffer rather than reset the whole thing. Now let me explain what that is. In TPT, you pass your eval, you go funded, you have to achieve the buffer, and then get your payout. It's still an extra step. They just don't say it that way. And if you fail at any point, you have to reset the entire thing for 1,500 bucks. Blue Sky segregated out the buffer as a second phase, however, and if you are in the buffer phase, you can reset your buffer for just 250, which makes it cool. Also, in the buffer phase, they are end of the day drawdown, whereas TPT and My Funded are trailing drawdown. So the buffer phase is even easier in this account. And it's an activation fee model, which means the overall cost is cheaper on the eval side and you only pay when you pass. So we thought that Blue Sky would be a very cool introduction to you guys because it's just like the big dogs, but it's at that activation fee model where those of you that might are like used to trading Apex or whatever, you're probably done with Apex like everyone else here is. They've moved on because Apex, in my opinion, is the next fast track. I would avoid it like the plague. But you're like, I did like the $20, $30 accounts though. And only activate whenever I pass. And well, we're like, well, we try to find one that's better, with better rules and better options, better payouts. And then that's where Blue Sky popped in. It's the perfect, like, TPT Pro Lite. It's like the cheaper version of a TPT Pro. Apex has germs. I still can't wash the stickiness off my hands. Tips on hitting 40% consistency after hitting 50% profit target on one day and then giving most of it back on day 2. Wait, hold on. So you basically are what? You're up like 10% on your profit. You still need to make 40. You can still trade up to that same amount that you did on that first trade. You just can't go over 40% total, right? Just I wouldn't change how I trade. I'd still trade the same. All right, couple more of these. But yeah, that's currently what I'm trading right now. I just requested my 4th payout with them to total about 10,000 in the first week, which hasn't been bad. As far as the journey goes, I'm enjoying it. For me as a trader, I like to get the big fat payouts like I did with TPT and My Funded. But these are $3,000 payouts, which is, it's still good. So for like what I would tell people is like, if you're just barely getting started with props, this is great to go. You're not going to make a windfall P&L, but you're going to have good ROI on a smaller scale. You know, with TPT, I'm paying in like, you know, 30, 40,000 to get 300,000 out or 50,000 or whatever. Play big, get big. Blue Sky, it's like put in a couple thousand, get like 10 back. You get that same scaling, but on a smaller scale. It's great for people on a budget. For my payouts in TBT, like just pass your eval in 150k, you can make $50,000 per day with TPT, 10 by 5. I'm sorry, 5 by 10. At 80% payout split, you can take home a net of 40k. So you can max out 10k on each one of those accounts per day. Is it smarter to buy the booty camp first before Rocket Scooter? Give yourself time to learn. It's probably better to do both because you can have the platform to play with while you learn, which is much easier than waiting for the stream to ask me questions. Just got a Lucid Flex eval. Now in terms of position size, should I be doing like one mini position? It always depends on what size of the eval. A Lucid Flex... One NASDAQ contract is plenty for a 50k Lucid Flex. You don't need to go any more than that to hit your targets. Remember, Lucid Flex, you just need to hit your payout target, and then you can make, once you go fund, you should make 250 a day to get your payout. Take 3,000 max, 1,000 min, or sorry, 1,250 min. So you got to land between 1,250 every 5 days and 3,000 every 5 days. You don't need to trade any more than a mini. You can make $250 with a couple micros. All right, a couple more of these. Like I said, Blue Sky is the one I'm trading now. I actually enjoy it. Is it my first pick as a trader? It's not my first pick as a trader because I'm a big ballin' badass trader that makes a lot of money. But if I was a new trader, new to this would be my first pick. This is the perfect place for a beginner because it's cheap and the payouts are good relative to what you pay in. For me, you know me, I like to play hard and play big. TPT is still my favorite, but we're talking splitting hairs. You're talking the difference between first and third place or neck and neck, so. I'm very much enjoying the Blue Sky path. Full honesty, I love it.
só você, só pra gostar da Argentina.
All right, cool, cool, cool. That's 4 of you guys. That's it. Free launch accounts. We got a couple. I think we have a couple more my fundeds to give away.
Tem França e Marrocos.
Like I said, this is going all the way up to DD band probably.
Não.
I'm not. I know I gave you the loose shower, but I kind of fought against you on that one. I wasn't endorsing the loose shower. Maybe at upper green line. I don't know. I'm gonna delete the loose shower, like I told you. ARB is still way positive. That potential to go up. Remember all those accounts. Remember Apple, Meta, Microsoft broke up at half gap. I explained what arbitrage was, right? So see how when you broke up at half gap, the next it just that's what it accounted for, right? So we had a huge push there. Meta had a huge push there when ARB went positive.
Aí eu acho que terça-feira,
Microsoft,
eu não sei se
same thing.
O da semifinal é os dois
ARB
no
is
mesmo
still
dia.
great. Like
Mas eu
nothing
sei
is
que
bearish
terça-feira
yet.
tem
So I would be afraid to short this. I really would.
Deixa eu ver.
I wouldn't even try to fade it.
Procurando o celular.
What's that bing bong sound you hear sometimes? Oh, that's my company we wrote our own software
Ah,
to communicate to each other. So it's a notification sound.
é igual óculos, né?
Like that's how we coordinate like the giveaways and you know all the deals and stuff. Like, you know, it's not just me memorizing all this. There's
É que nem o óculos, né? O óculos tem gente que tá com os óculos.
literally like a team of people that are constantly in the know. When you guys ask me questions, like if you ask a question and I don't think of it like it's a TV show, it's a producer in my ear.
Top, né?
If you ask a question and I'm not answering it, they'll answer it for me, and then I got the answer. So we run our stream like a TV show. There's a whole team of producers behind the scenes. So the bleepy bleep you hear, it's not me getting liquidated. It's one of them sending me a message
E o da
probably.
esquerda?
There's a bleep loop. Yeah,
Cara, e foi cirurgia laser?
that was a news thing.
Tem que ter feito antes, né?
It's producers whispering in my ear. Breaking news, Matt. We have a flash sale going on.
Fez.
Would I prefer blue sky, propeller, orbit? Personally, I like the orbits.
Correção de grau dela.
I don't dislike the propels either. I like the orbits a lot. The difference to the propel is a 3-day eval
Você
stage.
tá doido?
Hold on, let me go here. 3-day sorry. 3-day eval stage versus a 2-day eval stage.
Entendeu? Mas se você usa óculos aí, tá usando
Pretty much a
óculos aí,
similar buffer,
tá usando óculos
and then
aí.
similar rolls when you get paid out. And it's the same. The main difference is that the propel is going to be
Ah,
slightly cheaper
ó,
than the
hoje tem
launch.
França e Marrocos.
all-in cost.
Amanhã Espanha
The
e
all-in cost is
Bélgica.
cheaper on the propel, but they add an extra
Inglaterra
day.
e Noruega,
That's the only give or
Argentina e
take. They're very
Suíça.
similar otherwise.
Aí depois, terça-feira tem e quarta
So
tem
if
É
you're
isso?
like launch would be like if you're really trying to save money and you want those same day payouts, they're great. If you fail a lot, if you're better at passing and you can really nail that extra day on that eval,
Terceira vez seguida, hein?
then Propel's gonna save you a little money. But with Blue Sky, since you're not doing 5 accounts, I don't think it's gonna save you much money. It saves you a lot of money when you're trying to flip 5 accounts for profit or 20 accounts. But when you have 3, I would go the launch route. 100% I'd go launch over the Propel.
Não, tá doido que o time ali joga
If
demais.
they had 20 accounts you can trade, you'll see some savings on Propel if you're passing a lot, not failing a lot, because the activation fee makes the overall cost a little bit higher. And if you're able to pass them all very quickly, you're going to pay a lot more for the launches for the same day
Aí o
payout
dia que os
experience.
4 jogam ruim, sai um
But with the
golzinho na
Propel, it's a good idea if you have a lot of accounts. With 3, you're not going to kill yourself over a $20 price difference on 3 accounts, right? On 20 it might add up, but I would say launch is the way to go. Yeah.
Ah, mas você assiste o jogo dos outros
Which platform is the
sul-americanos,
flash
você vê à
sale?
vontade que os
My
caras
funded
jogam, o time
futures
for do
flash sale
Paraguai.
until 12:30 Eastern. You've got another. Wait, I'm sorry, till 12:30. Hold on, let me go check the time here. Let me get this
Aí
right.
você vai assistir o Brasil.
Sorry, till
os
1:30
caras não
Eastern,
dão
so you got an
carinho,
hour?
não faz
An hour and 20 minutes, guys.
Nossa,
Code score. Ah, dude, my triceps are so
Dá
sore.
preguiça de assistir o jogo do Brasil.
They did like a tricep and chest workout yesterday or 2 days ago, and I'm still sore from it. Ah, code isn't working. Score.
Mas não
It should
resolve,
work.
atrapalhou
It's
também, né?
50% off. First time purchase of a Rapid. First time ever.
Zé Ruela,
40%
botar o cara
off
pra bater um pênalti.
if you're an existing customer.
O cara não tem um gol na Copa do Mundo, bateu 3 pênaltis na vida dele e botou o cara pra bater pênalti na Copa do Mundo.
No momento tão importante dele, o cara é um pênalti.
É loucura demais, não dá pra entender.
É igual o Gabigol que fez que bateu que tiro.
What's the yellow line at 29,829? The yellow line is a margin buffer limit pivot. It just is a high volume pivot that comes from another technique we teach. It's treated as an interrupt to bull side. So if I'm longing, I usually exit along or trim very heavily there, and I usually have to wait for confirmation before I keep going. I never hold a trade through it. There's always going to be volume. There's always going to be resistance. So an example is, as markets rally, I use them as pivots for like the end of an upside move, like how far up we go. Here's an example, overnight. Had I longed into it, you see how it hovers there for a couple of hours? I would have exited my long. That's a perfect aiming spot for your reward side on your trade plan for risk and reward. Like this morning, boom, boom. See how it hovers there a little bit?
Ah, mas deve apanhar todo dia também, né?
There's a whole thing that goes on there. I don't have enough time to explain it, but we teach you in the bootcamp how to calculate it. Is my fund of futures for 50K and 25K only? That's it. So the sale is only for 50K and 25K. And it's just here. It's just for us. It's nobody else gets it. Only the score peeps. They love us.
Ele deve estar
They
dando
love us
graças a
here.
Deus.
We love them. They pay me $1 million to say that. No, I'm just kidding. We love MFF.
Ai, eu também pra aqui botar
I'll go on their
cachorro.
show in a minute.
Tá frio? Ué, mas ele não tá
Single
frio,
stock
tá
futures.
reclamando.
Yeah, I saw the news. CME Group is relaunching single stock futures. They cut them out.
E não
I
gosta
forgot the
de
exchange that used to, or the company that used to run those
nem se
things.
colocar.
I think they stopped it in like 2021, 2022 after COVID. And CME Group picked it back up. Single stock futures. Now you can go buy NVIDIA futures. All the benefits of trading NVIDIA, with all the tax breaks of futures. We're gonna have risk interval on NVIDIA. Our strategy is about to get so much cooler, guys. Imagine understanding risk intervals and catalysts on stocks now. I'm gonna go to futures. That would be pretty kick-ass. The potential of what we can create, what new tools we can create that exploit risk intervals on futures sounds cool. I'm only starting to begin to think there's a lot of potential there to create some cool stuff. Can I use TradingView with Blue Sky? I believe so, because it uses the TradeBait API. All TradeBait stuff works in TradingView. What was the super special first time ever announcement today?
Cachorro doido.
Was there a first time ever announcement today? Did I say there was a super special first time ever? Or did props group people say that?
Cachorro doido.
I don't even know. Brad did yesterday?
Ele não tava aí
Oh,
até
I think
agora.
he was
Agora você
hinting at the
chegou
My
aí,
Fund and
ele veio
Futures
fazer graça.
sale. Brad did? Well, he was talking about that, I think. It was the MFF sale. Sorry, yeah. Nothing else exciting.
Olha isso.
Nothing crazy. We didn't hire the new streamer yet.
Não, ele
We're
fica
working on
bravo
it though.
mesmo.
You didn't do the downside wish found on NQ? Oh, on NQ, you want it? I don't know, man. ARB is still going up. I don't think it's... I wouldn't be bag holding this, man. I'm not giving you advice, but I'm gonna be saying there's no pivot on it. But here's a shower for you if you need it.
Trabalhar 2 horas da
Here's a
tarde,
wish
tá
fountain.
fácil, hein?
Good luck to you guys. Does Top One do the drama of sending a video before getting payouts? I haven't heard of that through Top One, but if anybody here has, please let me know. Brad said I had a crazy announcement this morning. MFF 50% off Rapid. It's the biggest sale they've ever done on Rapid in the history of MFF, and it's happening here. only with us. That's pretty big.
Você quando você fica joelho
I
apoiado.
normally do
desse jeito, não
20%
dói,
with
não?
all the influencers. We told him 50.
Meu dói, viu? Eu tento não ficar com as pernas esticadas desse jeito aí.
What's the next trade I'm waiting for? Right now in the bull market, I'm waiting for Trump or somebody to do something to make the market dip so I can jump in. It's just too slowly inching higher for me to find anything good out of it. In this environment, because we're so sensitive to news, all it takes is one Iran tweet to get the market doing this again. And then I will play the pocket the same way if that happens. I always, once I milk most of the upward move for the day, I only newbies get up here and pick up pennies in front of a steamroller. Because while you might make a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, it takes one tweet to wipe out a whole day's worth of work. So I know because the destination is higher, I just wait for something. There's gonna be something most days.
Yeah.
Old man can't shut his mouth up about Iran. And then we get in on the dip. Buy Fun to TV, yeah, in 10 minutes I gotta go. My Fun to Future sale is only until 1:30, so you got about an hour left. But yeah, guys, I'm really enjoying playing Crimson Desert. It's not really like the most fun game ever. It's fun. It's not as fun as Skyrim was. It's not as fun as Witcher 3 was. It's definitely not as fun as Red Dead 2, but it's the same kind of game. Giant open world, millions of things to do. It's like they blended all the elements of all those games into a super game that has no heart, but it's still fun. Red Dead had heart. You could feel the characters. These characters are bland and boring, but there's it's endless time killing, like a Zelda game. Zelda, you're not invested in the characters either. You're just killing time, adventuring, killing stuff. You can do anything and everything. Zelda's the same story a million times over. I never cry when you kill Ganon for the 20th time. But I'm excited for some new games to come out. It is such a vast game. I'm not, like I said, many months and I'm barely a quarter through it. Witcher 3 is one of my all-time favorites too. That game is dope.
Barulheiro de moto, hein?
New DLC on The Witcher 3 is coming out in 2027. Massive expansion for Witcher 3. I'll have to reinstall that game, man. That's so exciting. Crimson Desert scratches that manly itch to explore the map. It does, like to just go everywhere and like you know, when the map's all cloudy, to walk through the map so that the map is all explored. I cover every square inch of the map. I don't want to see clouds on it anywhere. I never read the Witcher books, but I'm sure I would have loved them. Witcher 3, not Richard 3. Witcher 3. The game was epic. Do I copy trade? No, I don't copy trade. My strategy is not to copy trade. That serves me so well to spread out my risk. Copy trading is not what you should do when you're given multiple trading accounts. Well, Iran is making threats again, so maybe we'll get that Trump jump. I'm telling you, in this market, this environment, I just wait. You're always gonna get something, and whether it just pops straight up and I miss it, I didn't miss it. I mean, I made some money today, 17K. But if it dips, grab the bottom. Boom. 160 hours to Witcher 3, you don't even halfway through. Dude, there's so much to do. When you get like me and you get all Gwent obsessed, and you just play Gwent for the fun of it. I spent a lot of time playing Gwent for the fun of it, even after I beat everybody in all the tournaments. But then they made their own trading card game app on the App Store, which is a whole different version of Gwent, which plays like Magic the Gathering. You build decks. It's super competitive. I played it for a couple seasons on my phone, just when I'd be on my phone, like on an airplane or something, I'd play it. It was actually a really well designed card game. The one in the card game inside of Witcher 3 was like a little basic, but the Gwent card game outside of Witcher 3 is actually very well made. It's different. Gwent, yeah, dude. Gwent was cool. Did you play the actual Gwent game, or are you talking about the one inside of Witcher? The actual game, the Gwent game itself was pretty cool.
Gostou.
But like any
Gostou,
trading
tá?
card game, you have to be like up with it, up to date with it. Read the patch
Mas aqui
notes.
eu
The
tô
meta's
andando de
always
moto, eu ando de
changing.
moto que de Ascendia não. Tudo longe. Tudo longe.
U.S. and Iran exchange intense
Ah, vou
new
jogar
attacks
bola,
after
vou na
turning
academia,
after
hoje eu
Trump
não
says
tenho moto.
ceasefire is over. Yeah.
Tá
Yeah.
doido. Longe.
So
Tudo depois de
dumb.
30, 40 minutos.
Back to it. So anyways, upper DD band is the limit to the. If I was long all the way to here, this is where I would exit my long trade. If I was still long, the one I did earlier, I closed early so I can still draw on my screen.
Longe.
Like in some Magic Gathering, only when I was like 12 years old, 13 when it first came out. When I was a kid, it first came out. I was in middle school, and we used to play at the math tournaments, my buddies and I. But the thing was our math teacher was like super Christian lady, like the kind of person that would stand outside of a bookstore picketing against Harry Potter, saying it's from the devil. She was that bad. And so we couldn't play Magic the Gathering around her because she said it was demonic and that we were going to go to hell and she would like confiscate our cards. I don't think that's a... I think these days she get fired for doing that kind of thing. But I went to school in the time when we didn't live in the pussy world we live in now, where teachers actually discipline kids and spank them, put them in corners, shit like that, like the stuff we need to do again. But she was a little overkill with the whole overly religious thing, like, give me your Magic cards, they're the devil. We're like, it's a weekend. We're not in school. Well, yeah, you're with me. I'm your chaperone. Technically, this is technically school. So we had to sneak away to play Magic.
What's up, big
She said it was demonic. She wouldn't let us
Eles
play.
falam que ajuda. As pessoas falam que ajuda o joelho, na verdade, de jogar na areia.
But technically, if you are killing the other people's cards, you're killing demons, so that's kind of cool. That's like
Tocar a bola de lado, sabe, com o meio do pé. Você bate
What's
de
up,
lado,
boy?
assim, você sente a
What's up,
lateral
boy?
do joelho.
What's up, boy? So I played for a couple of years, but I didn't get that into it because I was broke and my family didn't have money. And it costs a lot of money to invest into decks and cards. I had a few starter decks and that's it.
Ah, mas também não faz nada, não vai na academia, vai na academia.
And it was in second edition, I think is what it was.
Eu falei pra você, não sei se você lembra ou não, mas o meu joelho parou de doer quando eu comecei a fazer crossfit.
It's the edition that I had my decks from. I probably still have some of those cards.
Minhas pernas e não tinha dor nenhuma. Nenhuma.
But I had maybe like a stack like that big.
Faz
I was
uns
a broke
6,
kid.
7 meses que eu parei, agora tá doendo. Não para de doer.
Então, o meu também tá, minha perna tá ruim, tá pesada a perna.
There was a resale store. I forgot what it was called. It was called something's Attic in Pearland where I grew up. Linda's Attic or something. It was like a resale shop / antique shop. You could buy old clothes, old whatever. But one of the people there was a collector. And so part of this whole antique shop, there was a little tiny card case where they sold individual cards as well as decks and packs. So we would go there, and that's where I was buying my packs from. We couldn't buy them at like a Walmart or anything at the time. You could only get them at like comic shops back in 1990. They weren't mainstream yet.
Então tá, então, velho. Depois a gente fala.
So we all would go to this resale shop, and they had like, the guy had a Black Lotus, you know, like old school, like beta Black
E olha pra
Lotus.
você ver, eu só liguei
It's
porque
probably like
meu pai
a,
me
I don't know,
ligou
$1
sem
million card or
querer.
something now.
Aí eu peguei o celular, liguei pra ele de volta, eu botei o celular no
These guys
bolso
are
e ficou
like,
sem
wow,
querer. Aí eu peguei, deixa eu
he's
ligar,
got a
eu peguei
Black
de
Lotus.
Zé Ruel demais.
They were asking about Magic. Did you play
Então
Magic?
tá, então, velho. Com
I play
Deus.
Pokemon
Depois eu
anymore.
ligo pra você. A hora que a Argentina for campeã, eu ligo pra você.
DD Band short isn't a setup, it is a scalp setup only. The ratio is greater than half. DD Band can be a scalp. I would, if I ever tried to interrupt the bull trade by scalping, it is a small trade only. I'm talking like less than 10 points. I get a little bit and I get out of the way. It will likely resist a little bit, but it's more likely to break through it. Okay, guys, I am running out of time. Neon's starting in 2 minutes. Neon's awesome. Hang here with him. He's got a ton of giveaways to do. We got still an hour left of the My Funded Futures. I made 17K today. The 2-month win streak still goes on. We're #1 for a reason, guys. Our channel is growing. This is the biggest stream week we've had in the history of stream weeks. It is bigger than the last week by 20%. We haven't plateaued at all in this 4-month growth streak we've had. I'm incredibly excited. Thank you guys for being here, hanging out with me. I love you all to death. It's been so much fun trading alongside you, my friends. But I must wish you farewell. But Neon's coming in to hang out with you guys and do some more giveaways, do some trading. Don't forget Brad is live tonight. And I will see y'all later. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Tá tudo bem? Deu certo as cirurgias? Agora não tem cirurgia de mais nada, então. Acabou. Agora não tem mais cirurgia pra fazer, acabou? Eu fiz também, mas é que eu fiz é de corrigir o grau.
Afternoon stream, let's get it. Neon on the mic, yeah. Neon stepping in, session wide awake. Night shift laid the ground, Matt set the play. Now it's midday money, structure on the screen. Neon sees acting holy, price moving clean. No FOMO.
What's up, baby? Let's get it. What's good in the hood, baby? Who's here? Motherload. I already got chat loaded up. I'm all organized right now. Motherload, TRSU, DRVJ. What's good? What's good, babies? Let's get it. NQ Tyler, D Evil, Daddy Day Trading, Omega, Six Eyes, Duerto, MLO, JB14, Kairos. What's up, people? What a beautiful day.